minutes late, but divine timing. Happy Saturday. We are a few minutes shy of the new moon in Taurus peaking. Um, I know Taurus is second house energy and the opposite Scorpio's eighth house energy, so there's a lot of focus on money at this time. But Taurus is ruled by Venus, so we're going to focus on love today. Now, this is a blue moon, and this reading that I'm doing is literally a once every blue moon type of reading. I am not a love reader. If you have been tapped in for a while, y'all know this. But when it's upon my spirit to pull some cards on the energy, I honor the energy. Let us pray. Let's get started. Since it's Taurus season, it's a Taurus new moon. We're going in the order of Taurus through Pisces. My intent is to not be here all day, throat chakra. The divine is taking the will. But I am a Taurus moon, so I do want to pour into thyself. 111, let's pray. God, divine source, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, throat chakra. Thank you for allowing me to guide the collective Taurus through Aries on love that's coming towards them. No matter the type of relationship, romantic, platonic, professional, whatever you desire to speak. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me. Whenever they are guided to do so, allow us all to be divinely guided, divinely led, and divinely protected. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Gratitude, Ashe. Okay. And there's a lot of sparks with this new moon, followed up with a lot of hesitation, I'm noticing. But let's get started, Taurus. All right, so we're going to use the tarot. I did look into purchasing a love deck, but the options I was seeing was not resonating with my spirit. Ace of Cups. So we're going to use a tarot to get the full story. And we're going to use the Healing Oracle deck as advice. But messages for Taurus, love that's coming towards them throughout the rest of this year. Let me just say that. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Judgment. Alright. Taurus placement. Love that's coming towards them throughout this year. That's being sparked and ignited with this new moon. Very interesting. Anything else? Okay. We have Two of Cups on the bottom, and then the Hanged Man, or I'm sorry, the Hanged One in this deck, but the Hanged Man, Hanged Woman in reverse. Okay. So Taurus, you have Page of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles upright, Empress upright, the Fool upright, and I love how the Fool and the Empress are connecting. It's like a merging of energies. And this is your card, you and Libra, ruled by Venus, so it's definitely aligned. And then again, you have Two of Cups, that was on the top, and then the Hanged One in reverse that was on the bottom. So for you, I don't feel like this is a time or this is a year, because this, I did ask love coming towards you this year. This isn't a year of you more so, I'm getting externalizing your love. This is a for sure year of self-love. Even if you've been on a self-love journey, there's a deepening of self-love that's happening. I'm getting a reckoning that's happening just with the path of self-love that you are embarking on, or that you have been on. I do feel like you're going deeper, and I do feel like there's a lot of focus on building something. This could be, it could be wealth with the Six of Pentacles being in the center, but I do feel like you are learning how to really just pull back your energy from the collective and give it back to yourself. Now, I do feel like with this energy, I'm seeing like push, pull, tug of war, like that energy of, you know, wanting to pour back into yourself, but then when someone else is in need, you feel guilty. So it's like you renege on that time and space and energy that you set aside for yourself to pour back into someone. Where you have had a bad habit in doing that, I do feel like spirit is creating divine interventions in these scenarios for you to not be able to give that, whatever it is that you give, show up however it is that you show up. And it's like, I'm seeing halt, the word halt, HALT, but that's a stop. I'm getting a hard stop specifically with this red gift that's in front of her. And that energy is being shifted and transmuted back into you, literally. And with the full being here, again, this is a new energy and a new journey that is emerging. It's kind of like having the idea of, how do I say this? Having the idea, having the vision of, you know, what it's like to be in the energy of comfort, joy, healing. Like it's a high vibrational energy that I'm speaking of, yes, but it's so much deeper than that. And I feel like the words that I'm speaking is really not aligning to the magnitude of the depths of this energy. But with the Hanged One, I do feel like a lot of you, this is giving me stagnation. And this could be stagnation when it comes to connections. For some of you, you could have been alone for a while. You may have been ostracized lately. You may have been separated, put in solitude, whatever the case may be. Or it's just like things that were once intact, steady on one accord are no longer that way. And it's kind of like it's giving like the energy of a silent tower. Like the world around you is not literally falling apart, but it's like the personal shit that you are involved in, indulging in, whatever the case may be. It's starting to shit is just starting to come to a head. And it's that energy of enough is enough. But as I say that energy feels more projected. So, but I feel like that projection, it's like your higher self and lower self. Your higher self wants to be in this empress, this full energy, but it's like your lower self is having this battle against wills as to when am I being too selfish and when am I giving too much. I do feel like it's been a very hard median for you when it comes to those two energies, but 2026 is creating that median for you. I hope that makes sense. But it's like if you are wanting to just like be courted, date, be indulged, like if you want someone else to indulge in you, spirit is making it so you can do it for yourself. So wherever there has been codependency, that is being eliminated, because codependent love in hindsight becomes conditional love, and love is supposed to be unconditional. God's love is unconditional. That would be a representation of this energy. Really being able to flow and not worry. And heavy in the energy of fuck these people, Queen of Wands. All right, anything else for Taurus in regards to love that's coming their way? It's interesting, the pen just slid off the pad. I feel like it's time to move on. Yeah, the Hermit. 9. Assuming that's the message. Is that the message? Anything else? The Chariot. It's like they want to affirm that you being able to it's like have the lifestyle that you desire, but in an energy of self-sufficiency. And of course, you know, I do believe that all of us, whether you believe it or not, I feel like some of you are just, it's giving non-believing, but whether you're a believer or not, like we all have some type of spirit team that supports and carries us. This world is hard as fuck, okay? And to think that you are truly doing it alone, to me, is just fucking delusional. But to each their own, you know. I'm not judging, but at the same time, I am. That's not the point. With the Chariot and with the King of Swords, and in this energy, it's feminine. So it is, again, it's a balancing of opposing energy that's coming into play, especially with the Black and White Sphinx being here as well. With the Chariot being here, and this is Cancer energy, and Cancer is the initiation of summer. King of Swords is usually connected to Aquarius energy, but we can also relate it to Gemini energy is because it's the next upcoming season. But I do feel like between this last season of spring, which is Gemini, and the first season of summer, which is Cancer, you're really starting to see the integration of this Empress and full energy when it comes to self-care, self-love, self-comfort, all of the things. But it's in divine alignment in a way that it's never been before. Yeah. Eight of Cups, walking away from how things have always been. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. But with the King of Cups, you could be having a masculine water sign ancestor that's assisting you, or spirit guide, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Definitely somebody on the other side. All right, final message for Taurus. So you have Selkie. Come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. That's that Empress card, or Emperor if you're masculine. And then you have the Water Oracle. Well, this would connect to that King of Cups that slipped out of my tongue. But psychic abilities, acting on visions is destined. So going back to the energy of, it's like you have this vision of what that Empress energy looks like for yourself. And Spirit is saying, it's like, stop being scared to embrace it and indulge in it. It's like you were born with this energy, so embody it. And your opposite energy is Scorpio, water energy. So whatever visions you are having, whatever spur of the moment ideas that are coming into the psyche, act on it. Don't be scared. And this is a time, especially if you've been inside, like doing a lot of self-care, self-love, focus, I'm seeing 4 walls that, like, it was once a healing energy, but now it's becoming like a caged energy. I'm seeing a caged bird now. But it's like, go outside and treat yourself, truly. And then you have she who flows on the bottom. Ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. And we spoke of flow earlier. Love you, Gemini. Gemini, your time stamp, which it's not really accurate because YouTube buffers in the beginning of a live, which is why it always takes me some time to post the timestamps because I have to fact check the numbers. But what was I about to say? Oh, the song Countdown by 2 Chainz and Chris Brown. That song. Because I wrote down 1321. And yeah, that song. Love coming towards Gemini placements throughout the rest of this year. Nine of Swords in reverse. I started hearing Freedom by Beyonce. Yeah, strength. I feel like with this energy, a lot of you feel it's like the energy of knowing that something is not good for you, completely unhealthy, but being so like sucked into it that it's hard to break free. I feel like there's a term for that, but I can't think of it at the moment. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Whatever that energy is that you feel like, it's like no matter how much you try to get away, Some of you run away. I don't know, but you're about to be released. The Nine of Swords is giving release with that freedom energy. This could be in Virgo season as well, but you and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury. I do feel like the Mercury retrogrades of 2026 are very impactful. The Mercury retrogrades in 2026, you have to fact check me, but I believe everyone in 2026 is in water energy, I believe. I could look it up, but we're not. Yeah, the sun. So just pay attention throughout the Mercury retrograde as well as Virgo season. It's just like you're getting released. Somebody could be getting out of jail for real. We're getting off house arrest. We're getting, what's that shit called? I hear trap house. It's not a trap house. Halfway house. Shit, a halfway house could be a trap house. Minding my business. Moving on. Gemini. I started sweating when I said that. I don't know why that's funny to me. The lover is your energy. All right, let's see. Love. Yeah, there is a cycle ending. Whatever this Nine of Swords is for you, it feels like it feels. What is that word? An addiction. Lord God, yes, it feels like a heavy addiction. Now, love shows itself in a multitude of forms, in my opinion. Okay, mental peace is a reflection of love. Okay, an aligned mind, body, heart, and soul is a reflection of love. You know, it's not just associated with romantic shit. Okay, I feel like God reflects God's love in a multitude of ways, and sometimes a peace that surpasses all understanding, is one of those things. And okay, so Nine of Swords, the Sun. Okay, you're being freed. This could be, and I say all that to say, this could be something you're being mentally freed from. It feels like, again, an addiction, a haunting, or some shit that's very, very dark. It's like you may have journaled or written the shit down 111 times, affirmed yourself. You may have done all of the things, the mirror work. I don't know, but it's like you've done a lot to overcome this energy, but it's like some shit, it's too much to bear, more than you can bear. But with the Sun, Leo energy, inner child, this could be something traumatic that happened to you. That shit hit the heart chakra. Something traumatic that may have happened to you as a child that it's made you very distrustful. It's affected how you operate as an adult in everyday life. But whatever it is, it's like the clouds are fading. You see the clouds in the four corners of this card. Like clarity is coming. Freedom. Shit, she's naked. My bad. YouTube. I'm not getting paid by YouTube at the moment, so I guess it's okay. That's not the point. But it's like clarity is coming. Yeah, Four of Swords in reverse. It's like a wave of gentleness, if that makes sense. Yeah, the Devil. I hear the theme. I don't know if it's a theme song from Hustle and Flow, but it's hard out here for him. Three of Swords. It's like the energy of being scorned and not being able to heal. Yeah, but Ace of Cups. Healing is coming. Freedom is coming. Release is coming. I feel like someone's asking, where is it coming from? Let's see if we get an answer. So King of Pentacles, we got an answer. And then the Hierophant is showing itself. The Queens are in reverse. Heavy Taurus energy. This could be in Taurus season, but there's So it's coming from a person. I don't know if someone's going to apologize. I don't know if someone's going to take accountability. I really don't know. Like, it's giving someone that's been heavy within, like heavy operating within their ego, heavy operating within their pride. We did see the strength card as well, Leo energy, heavy Leo with the sun being here as well. But I'm seeing the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So it's like if someone has been being manipulated, gaslit, like, I don't know, it's like someone's guilt and someone's shame is bringing them to an expression of truth. Does that make sense? But towards you, it's not something that you have to go out and seek. Because again, going back to, you've been doing all of these things to overcome, and that's the problem. You've been doing a lot to, you've been doing the majority of the work, and someone else hasn't done any work. So it's like it's now time for those tables to turn. It's like where the left brain has been in go mode and the right brain has been in rest mode. It's like the opposite. The right brain is in go mode, the left brain is in rest mode, but on a physical aspect and on in the 3D realm. But yeah, with this Ace of Cups, it's like the divine is making a way for, not even making a way, pushing this energy to come towards you. Like it's something that you are owed, something that's been owed for quite some time. And I'm just focused on how, like, her excitement on this horse. I don't know. It's just, it's like you may have think that you've been the only person involved in whatever the situation is that's been moving through life, like battling with this energy. But whoever's coming towards you, they've been having the same type of struggle, especially mentally. Because this is freeing for you, but at the same time, whoever's on the opposite end, it's healing for them. And and since this reading is around the love that's coming towards you, I do feel like there's a lot of love that has not been expressed to you that is about to be expressed to you. And I feel like this particular subject it's outside of the scope of what we've been speaking of, but with this Ace of Cups and all of these like drops that are surrounding it, it's like there's a lot that's been withheld. And it's like people have mental interactions with you about you. I don't know, it's very weird. You live in a lot of people's minds rent free, and it's like anything that they've kept withheld or within is about to just be expressed towards you randomly, especially when the Mercury energy is potent as fuck, okay, throughout this year. King of Cups. This could start in Taurus season, since I accidentally said King of Cups and Taurus's energy. Yeah. But I do feel like, yeah, you're about to be emotionally fulfilled in a lot of ways where you've been emotionally depleted, for sure. Yeah, see, it's about to, someone is about to pour back into you, okay? You'll see. Anything else for Gemini? The Lovers. Back to where we started. Period. All right. Final message for Gemini, please. Making waves, momentum, period. But making waves, momentum is building. It's your time. Achievements. I also feel like with this card, with whatever this interaction is, like, it's going to close so many doors that allows so many other doors of emotional fulfillment to be opened for you. Yeah, deep sea diving, way of the mystic, learn through experiencing depths. The Taurus reading may definitely resonate for some of you. Or whatever this is, this Taurus energy was very loud. If it's not Taurus season, it is a Taurus placement, okay? For sure. Or Earth sign in general, because the devil is here. It's Capricorn. So it could be Capricorn. Capricorn season could be significant. I don't know. Correlate the timeline, how it aligns for you. Cancer. Alright. Love coming towards... What the fuck is a Cancer? Love coming towards Cancer. Throughout this year. Why do I hear, is that Chris Brown's Never Right Time to Say Goodbye? But I gotta make the first move, because if I don't, you're gonna start hating me. Because I really don't feel the way I once felt about you. That song. Isn't that Chris Brown? The Tower. Yeah. Bow, bow, bow. Five of Pentacles walking away. No, how that correlates to the love that's coming towards you, though. Maybe I do. Queen of Cups. I will say that's you. Since you're cup energy. Yeah, the Chariot, that's you. You know, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of reflections of love, okay? Honesty is one of them. And I just feel like you've been dishonest with yourself for a long time about some type of connection. It could be romantic, platonic, professional, however it applies. But I don't know if it's just, it could be, some of you, you've just been dishonest with yourself. Others of you, you've just been in deep-ass fucking denial. And I do feel like you've been pouring from an empty cup for a very long time, which has been reflecting in your readings lately. So it's a vibe. I am hot as fuck, okay? Alright, Cancer. Love. See? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There is never a right time to say goodbye. This reading feels very, I mean, we're only 3 signs in, but it feels very me versus me, higher self versus lower self. What is real love, you know? I feel like a lot of ideologies are being broken, dismantled, revamped. I feel like a lot of people are just collectively reevaluating their morals at this time and their values. It's a transformation. I feel like it's connected to Pluto being retrograde as well. But anywho, back to you. You could, how I said that when I said anywho, back to you, it made me feel like I was a news anchor. So, the news is depressing as fuck. I don't watch the news, but if you do, you should tune out. Yeah, I saw the Chariot. Tune out. Anywho, back to you. What? Why do I keep saying that? Knight of Wands. Thank you. Getting me out of that word loop. It's a phrase loop. 9 of Swords in reverse. Cancer. Saying the Gemini, the sign for Gemini, and then I hear mercy, and you have justice here. You have the 10 of Swords sideways. Anything else? Someone has a story to tell. good. Someone has, I want to, yeah, I'm stuck on this. Someone has a story to tell. And then you have the Hermit. She's closing a laptop. I feel like someone has a story to tell you. And I feel like with the Hermit, someone may have already told you some shit that you've just been sitting with, meditating on. I don't know. But whatever it is you've been sitting and meditating on, it's definitely about to be released for sure. And with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this happens through a moment of intensity. So it's like you've been holding something in for some time, and then you have an argument with someone. That's when it comes out, like a moment of intensity. You're not calm when this happens. And I say that because, hold on, can y'all see? No, you can't see. Okay. So the way the cards are looking at me, you have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So you see how the Knight is coming? The Knight is the fastest, okay? Moving fast. This is thinking or speaking first, and I'm sorry, this is acting or speaking first and thinking later. But it's like your back is turned. So in the Queen of Cups, she's calm. She's on chill, okay? But it's like something happens. There's some type of disruption, some type of chaos. And then it's like, oh shit. It's like you're literally a ticking time bomb at this point in time in regards to information and expression. I don't know what that's about, but once you get it out, baby, Nine of Swords in reverse. With justice being served, just be very careful because you're gonna feel like, yeah, it's gonna be released from off your chest, but this could go so many ways with justice being here. It could definitely escalate, okay? Um, and I can see it escalate into someone going to jail, especially with the Hanged One being stuck in a position for quite some time, and the Hermit having to spend time alone to think about your fucking actions, okay? So it's kind of like it's a thin line between love and hate. And it's like it's like as hard as you would go for someone based on how you feel about them is as hard as you will crash out about them based on how you feel about them. I think I said that right. But with the Ten of Swords, you're definitely, there's a betrayal here. There's a betrayal here that you need to heal. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are very embarrassed though. I don't know, I keep being drawn back to there's a story to tell. You may not be telling it due to embarrassment. I don't know. But it's giving the truth shall set you free with the justice being here. But in the way that it sets you free, it's like you can be free up in this world, or you can have limited freedom in a 4x4. I don't know the damn sizes, but you get what I'm saying. So you're being asked to, I don't know why I have to keep prefacing, but emotional control is a reflection of self-love. And yes, you know, emotions definitely are an expression of the hurt, of the pain. It can be an expression of gratitude, but that's not the subject of this reading at hand. But it's kind of like the energy of letting someone know where they fucked up, but then it's like taking this stance of, it's like becoming so defensive. It's like I hear defensiveness leads to violence. But yeah, it's like it's the energy gets the best of you when it's like it's already gotten the best of you, and then you show that. And I'm just getting, there's a time and a place. but it's like you're already embarrassed, so don't further embarrass yourself. And don't fuck up your, it's like, yeah, don't fuck up your life anymore because of this energy and because of the emotional instability. Does that make sense? Anything else for yeah, Cancer? Almost at Leo, so it's time to move on. Yeah, Four of Cups in reverse. It's a matter of time. It's like something has already been revealed, but it has not ended. And you've just been carrying this shit, okay? And just waiting and waiting. But some of you will take the high road. I hear you will handle things in a grown woman, grown man type way. And again, freedom out in the world, okay? To really have a new life experience, one that you haven't experienced in quite some time or ever before. You have Three of Swords in reverse, healing. And for others of you, it's like you will have to spend some time really thinking about your actions. So choose wisely with the Three of Pentacles. You have choices in this physical world, okay? And that's another thing. If you're communicating with people about this and they're more so discouraging you versus encouraging you, cut them off, okay? That's my advice, you know? The Emperor, cut them the fuck off, okay? Don't, they're miserable. And misery loves company. Don't you ever forget it, okay? Don't accompany the fucking misery. Let them be miserable by them damn selves, okay? While you boss the fuck up. You have a lot of people around you that are settling, and you're starting to become a reflection of that. Now you have Death upright. There's an end coming. Final message for Cancer. You have the Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. So you are... It's like you are in a cycle of... You could be seeing threes a lot at this time, but you are literally in a cycle of the number 43 or 34. It could be significant. Shit. But what was I about to say? Okay, so you're in the cycle. You're coming out of the Hangsman energy, right? You're walking into the energy of death, okay? Ending one phase of life, beginning a new phase of life. And then after that is Temperance, that healing energy. So it's like you're going through a multitude of phases at one time. It could feel like you could be in this energy of mentally thinking that life is happening to you, but I do feel like you just mentally viewing yourself in the divineness applying pressure, and especially your spirit team. It's kind of like you come from strong people, and when you come from a very strong bloodline, when you start to handle yourself as a weak ass opponent, they apply pressure. Trust me, I'm a fucking living example. All right. So yeah, making waves is on the bottom. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. So you are definitely being encouraged from the other side to change your fucking life. Cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Okay, I hear DMX, rest his soul, but what these bitches really want, okay? What do you really want, Cancer? Figure it out, act accordingly. Leo. Love coming towards Leo this year. I feel like these messages are totally going off topic, but at the same time, it's aligned. Because this is not about other people, it's about you. Your attention, but in a military aspect. So I feel like you're learning that self-discipline. And the lack of self-discipline reflects on reflects on self-love. So the inconsistencies, Leo. I do feel like something's coming towards you. I feel like I'm in a fucking trance right now. So something could be coming towards you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. That's gonna, I don't know. I feel so out of body at this point in time. Friendship. Love coming towards Leo. Feels very euphoric. But it's like I don't like it because I feel like I have no self-control. So self-control is connected to discipline, right? Maybe you've been too strict. So if you've been punishing yourself, I can read this, I can break this down both ways. But I do feel like you are able to, you're smart enough to know which one it is for you. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. The Sun, you. I feel like I'm coming out of a trance, out of a trance. I don't fucking know. The Six of Cups in reverse. That's a song by Lloyd. I put you in a trance. It's old as hell. King of Swords in reverse. Leo. Love coming towards Leo. This year. This Taurus New Moon. It's a lot of fucking cards, okay? Anything else? The Two of Cups is on the bottom. Okay. All right. Leo. You have the Three of Cups upright, the Sun upright, the Six of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. The Moon came out on top of the Three of Cups and the Sun. Like that's a story within itself. Five of Swords in reverse. You have the Devil upright, the Three of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess upright, and the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of defensive energy here. There's a lot of resistance here too. There's some escapism here too, Leo. Like a lot of I feel like hold on, first of all, you have the Sun here and you have the Devil here. I feel like a lot of you're just having a very, you're battling between light and dark. But this is the love that's coming towards you. So I feel like love that's coming towards you is challenging different parts of you, but heavy on both sides. Interesting. The key word is challenging, okay? So Three of Cups, upright, again, off rip. It's giving friendship, especially with it being upright. With the Sun, these are with new people, new beginnings. New people, new beginnings. You could be meeting and connecting with people throughout the summer, especially throughout your season. A lot of connection with others throughout the Leo and Aquarius nodal transit that's happening in July. You're oblivious to something. Okay, so with the Six of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse, with the Five of Swords in reverse, It's giving you're finally coming out of your head and into your heart. But I do feel like you coming out of your head and into your heart is very terrifying for you, with the devil being here. So you have the devil, the Three of Wands in reverse, with the Knight of Cups that's kind of on top of it. So there is emotional fulfillment coming towards you. There's no pentacles here. So this is more so in regards to connections with others, especially starting with the Three of Cups. Now, going back to what I was saying, yeah, leaning more into your heart is a very uncomfortable spot for you, because I just feel like in times when you've been vulnerable, you've been burned, and you don't forget. Like, you don't forget. So it's kind of like, as you are in this energy of embracing the new, which represent you, the sun, you're also having or you have been having a mental battle with, I don't want to repeat the past in the present or in the future, and being afraid to lean into the heart because of that. Does that make sense? But it's like that energy is about to be challenged. So it's like where you are scared of love, because that's what the fuck is giving, Leo, where you are scared of love, and you are the heart chakra. So the heart is it's open to you, but it's closed to others. And I feel like where the heart has been closed to others, it's about to open to others. But it's a challenge due to vulnerability. But there is someone that sees you. With this Nine of Wands, it's like, yes, you have your guard up, but it's like there's someone sees you in a way where it allows you to start to let your guard down, okay? Start to peel back the layers. And with the High Priestess, it's also this energy of learning which voice is governing. Hold on, I'm trying to say this right. Which voice is governing certain conversations that are popping up mentally? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then you have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. She's naked, but you could be seeing threes too. I think I said that for Cancer. I hear Chris Brown popping as I look at the sun, so I do feel like this summer is a very poppin' summer. Now it's also interesting because going back to, a lot of you have been very strict with yourself, very disciplined, in a way of, it could be punishment or just so afraid of things falling apart. And it's like you're in this extreme self-controlled environment. Storage units, I don't know why, as I say controlled environment, I'm seeing a storage unit. I don't know what the fuck, I don't know. Some of you can be somebody at a storage unit. It's random, I know, but it could be for somebody. Now, where was I going with that? Storage unit threw me off. Oh, you could be afraid to indulge, to have a little fun, to let your hair down, okay? Because it's like you don't want to get attached in a way where it hurts you, in a way where you have to go back to ground zero. But it's like you're wiser now with the High Priestess being here. And with the Nine of Wands, it's like you're safe, you're wiser, act accordingly upon that energy. And if it's not meant, like, if you just be clear with your spirit team too, show me the devils, okay? And you move around accordingly. Affirm to be aligned with divine light. Here, speak now, forever hold your peace. So it's definitely time to express to God, to the universe, to your spirit team what you want. Feel like with that energy, a lot of you feel like, with one door opens, another door closes, and that door closing is just a representation of something has to be sacrificed. And for a lot of you, it's like you're in this energy of mentally thinking that whatever has to be sacrificed is something that you don't want to let go of, like something that it's like something that you feel like is for you, it's aligned with you. Again, you don't, it's like letting it go doesn't feel right. And it's like that's not what you're being asked to let go. You're being asked to be let go of anything that brings fear to the heart, anything that brings fear to the mind, anything that brings fear to the your auric energetic field, anything that has you in the energy of hesitation versus progression, you know? That's what you're being asked to sacrifice. Now, the sun and the moon being here, now the moon is sideways, but it's in a sideways position to being more upright. So with the sun and the moon, Aquarius is a star, you are the sun. So I do feel like there's where that light energy, that when I say light energy is being challenged, is more so your wisdom, your discernment versus your shadow self. It's kind of like you're going to learn how to here each one teach one. It's like you're teaching the energies how to fuse together versus fuse apart. Does that make sense? It's like when you're trying to jumpstart a car, okay? You got to put the jumper cables on the right parts of the battery. If you don't, you're not going to get the result that you want. So it's kind of like positioning the energy of your light self and your dark self to work together versus working against each other. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense because I'm starting to overthink it. But yeah. Anything else? Three of Swords. You carry a lot of the past in your heart, and it's not meant to be carried. It's meant to be a lesson learned. Embody the wisdom, move on. A lot of you don't know how to move on, though. It's like you've been just in this, a lot of you have just been grieving. You've just been grieving and not even realizing that you're grieving, or knowing that you're grieving and not being steadfast about transmuting the energy of grief into pleasure, into happiness. Yeah, 10 of Wands, you've just been carrying it and just honey, just letting it just be there. But with the Two of Cups being here, it's, baby, it's time. I hear Funeral by Lil Wayne. So whatever this energy is that represents the devil, that represents the 10 of Wands, that represents this Three of Swords, that represents this Queen of Wands in reverse, also King of Wands in reverse, you need to have a funeral for that energy, okay? You got trust issues. You got a lot of shit going on, Leo. Oh my God, there's definitely trust issues showing up here. 10 of Cups. You feel like it's just very hard to find your people, to connect, to find your tribe. But Three of Pentacles, it's coming back where we started, because that was on the bottom of the deck. And Nine of Pentacles. It's like you've just been tending to your own garden because you don't trust these hoes, okay? It's given Juicy J, Don't Trust, that song. This one, I love that song, actually. I hear that's the problem, okay, Spirit. But yeah, you gotta transmute that. It opens a door of stability for you once you do so. You know, the 10 of Cups came out in reverse. And as I look at this card, it's like a lot of you, when you show up in people's lives, right, you're the sun. So the intent is to be a light, okay? You can be a light by helping someone, speaking words of encouragement, complimenting someone. Just be a light. However, God calls for you to be a light in that moment in time. But a lot of you struggle with giving. We're supposed to give without the expectation of return, but a lot of you give with the expectation of a return, which leads to this double energy, which leads to the Three of Swords. And I feel like that's been an unconscious pattern that is coming into realization for you at this time. I do feel like you're going to have your own personal epiphanies about this energy as well. But it's kind of like you're meant to be, the best way I can express the vision that I see, it's like, you know how like when you're in need and God sends an angel to do the job, and then the angel moves on to the next. That's how you're yes, that's how you're intended to show up, okay? Show up as your best self. Don't take it on, don't carry it, don't have an expectation of a return. Just have the heart to give. Have the heart to give and be open to a return. But and even though I'm saying be open, being open versus having an expectation, two different things. Okay? Okay. So be open to a return. When you're just open to a return, there's no, like, it's kind of like, you know, you could be surprised in a multitude of ways. And as I stated for you, it's going to open up the door of stability very quickly. The Knight of Wands was between these two cards, okay? Very quickly, whether feminine or masculine. But yes, everything is fine. But Five of Pentacles underneath everything is fine. It's like you give your light, and then when it's not received in the way that you want or expect it to, you become so cold. Okay, I'm definitely speaking to my motherfucking self, okay? At this time. But yeah. Switch that shit up, okay? Okay. Anything else for Leo? Six of Wands, your energy. Victory. That's how you achieve victory. Walk away from the devil, the Three of Swords, everything that's just been contributing to the stagnation on your path, because you are in full control at this time, even though you may not feel like it, okay? It's kind of like the universe is responding to you. Your ancestors are responding to you. So what does that look like? If you don't like it, change it, and it'll respond to you accordingly. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Switch it up, okay? All right, let's close this out. Final message for Leo. See, split the deck to on call. Healer, seer, priest, priestess, priestess, soul purpose, okay? It's like the discouragement stops you from fulfilling your purpose, babe. The sun, people complain about the sun all day, but it still rises and sets on that ass. Yeah. Despite the complaints. Making waves is a theme with this Taurus New Moon. It's coming out consistently. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. You know, I always complain about this lip gloss and I keep fucking using it. That's a problem. I need to fix. Stop using it. You see? See how myself was just made as an example? But I like how it looks on my lips when I use it. That's why I keep using it. Okay. So on the bottom, on call, okay? Do you see? You see for yourself? Okay, great. This card hit the bell. So, cleanse through sound. You have, all right, so making waves, momentum is building, it's your time, achievement, and then you have beneath the surface. See, what's really driving you, true motives, and breaking free from that, which it was literally just addressed, okay? Okay. And then again, healer, seer, priest, priestess, priestess, soul purpose. So, God bless you, Virgo. All right. Whatever's about to happen, you're completely clueless. I hear that clueless song, Rolling with the Homies. Rolling with the... Y'all remember? You don't like to hear that, huh? You want to know. You want to be in the know. That's your opposite. Pisces coming out very loud at this time. All is well. All right, love coming towards Virgo this year. Wheel of Fortune. You're completely clueless. I want some pizza. could Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. It could be a baby, because I want pizza. That's a craving. It doesn't have to be, but it's a Taurus New Moon, baby. I'm a Taurus Moon, so I like food. Anywho, you don't have to take it. Let's move on. Virgo, the Magician in reverse. That's you. And Gemini. You're both ruled by Mercury. The Empress. Major so far. Clueless. Three of Pentacles upright. Ten of Wands upright. Three of Cups. And somebody is about to disappoint you, renege on you, change plans on you. I don't know what that has to do with the love coming towards you. Somebody's not about to. Somebody's not about to follow through. I don't know. You need to know that, but you don't think you can do something on your own. Let's just address that, okay? I feel like you are struggling in the department of self-love, okay? I hear there's a problem with intent, though, which is why the Magician is your first card in reverse. You're definitely struggling with intent, which means you really don't know what the fuck you want. It's like you have a lot of ideas, but Spirit is asking you to solidify at this time, okay? I'm seeing someone, is that a business plan? But it's like if you want someone to invest in you, invest would be a reflection of the Empress, right? If you want someone to invest in you, it's like, okay, or invest in your business or whatever the case may be. And it's like, okay, well, bring me the business plan. And it's like you're at the computer trying to create the plan and shit is all over the place, okay? Yeah. Ooh, my left eye just started twitching after I said shit is all over the place. So feminine energy, you could definitely be, somebody is struggling with something very, it's suffering in silence for sure. Someone feels like they are carrying a weight of their own. But with Three of Cups, it's like the help that someone is asking for, it's not coming through because I hear you got to believe in yourself first. Someone is not having that belief in self, aka the Magician in reverse, which is why it feels like it's just a heavy load. Like I'm seeing someone washing clothes, but it's like the clothes never dry. And when there's a lot of clothes that are wet, that shit is heavy. It's like another way to compare it is like when someone is knocked the fuck out and you have to pick them up and carry them. That's dead weight. They're heavy as fuck, okay? Baby, them kids be heavy as hell, okay? They do. Especially when they knocked out, all right? That fucking car seat be extra heavy, all right? But it's like, that's a reflection of the Ten of Wands, upright, heavy. She can't even walk and carry the wands with her back straight. Okay, Empress, she's sitting with her back straight. Three of Pentacles sitting with her back straight. You have 333 here too. So yeah, community is not, it's not showing up how you want community isn't showing up how you want community to show up, okay? Now, even though you're not being very intentional, Spirit is being very intentional with you. Let's keep pulling. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. People are not, can you clarify the love that's coming towards Virgo? Because I'm getting lost in the damn sauce. Baby, I asked that question and death fell out, so the message is going to be the message that it is, okay? And I'm going to respect that. I get chin checked, okay? But anywho, Strength in reverse, Five of Wands. There's conflict, the community, problems, endings. but you don't feel like, going back to the first message, you don't feel like you can do something alone. And I feel like you are learning a lesson of God will never give you more than you can bear. And you feel like you've been given more than you can bear. And that's truly beyond the truth. Some of you, you've been dealing with this energy since Sagittarius season of 2025. But you could be seeing a lot of nines at this time as well. I see the Nine of Swords, even though you have hella threes here, but you could just be seeing nines a lot at this time because you're being asked to end some fucking cycles, or you're being asked to, but for a lot of you, you can feel forced at this time. And the square root of 9 is the number 3. So, yeah, I do feel like there's a process of elimination. Three things. Three things, three people, three situations. Maybe you need to clarify your intents on 3 different situations. Clarify the type of community that you want. Clarify the type of life that you want in a way where you are able to manifest and create for thyself. And I feel like the final intent is to call on your strength, because you're not, it's like you're pulling from, I don't know. It's like you're trying to pull strength from disappointment, and that may have worked for you previously, but it's starting to like backfire on you. So it's like you're being asked to pull strength from you're being asked to pull strength from the desire of the intent. And once you start to pull strength from the desire of the intent, of course you have to clarify the intent first, but that's when this magician becomes upright. You become upright. um yeah, and then you're able to step into this temperance energy that's looking at me. Also, with death being here as well, it's kind of like you struggle with expiration dates. You struggle with endings. You struggle with closure. And honestly, I understand, because you're the only human sign, and human connection is such a fucking thing, okay? Um, so I really do get it. Spirit does too, but it's not an excuse. It's not a reason to be delayed. And with me saying delayed, a lot of you could just feel delayed in life right now. And it's if you feel delayed in life right now, it's because you're not truly applying pressure. Now, most of us, if you listen to, I don't know the damn genre, but you're not applying pressure. But shawty, you pressure like the song, right? Every time I hear that song, I start moving my hips. So there's some energy within the hips. And as I say that, I see the Ten of Wands and how she has on a red skirt, and that's covering the root chakra. So there's some energy stored within that needs to be moved. But it's like, again, you're trying to pull strength from that energy, because as I say, it should not be moved. Like, it's like your energetic response is thou shalt not be moved, okay? And this is a mountain that needs to be moved, so thou shalt move that motherfucker, okay? Okay. The Chariot in reverse, again, your energetic response is thou shalt not be moved, okay? But Temperance, move it. You see, honey, the flow of the water. Move it. Your opposite is Pisces. Flow, okay? Like water. All right, you like to flow like water when you're having sex. Can we do that with energetics? Okay, this everyday life shit. Okay, transmute that shit. 9 of Cups, 9. It's 9 of y'all. It's 9 likes, 9 of Cups. You could definitely be seeing 9s. Okay, Thank you, Spirit, for the affirmation. You are not conflicted. You just really need to find the space, find the time to fucking think and clarify, okay? And for a lot of you, you would do great to do this between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., okay? Yes. Do you feel like those hours are very potent for you? Yes, they're known as the witching hours, but very potent. It's definitely giving, connecting to, really tapping into that mystic Piscean energy and moving accordingly, okay? 6 of Wands, victory. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That's what you need to do. I'm going to re-pull, though, because that was very intense. I'm going to just see if anything lighter comes out. For those of you that are not experiencing that, I don't feel like that's for Virgo. Anything else for love coming towards Virgo throughout this year? That's just resistance. It's like you got this, it's like this stop-go energy. Seeing Simon Says. Anything else? Can't even get the words out. 9-9. All right. Anything else for Virgo? Nines are definitely loud, no matter what side of the coin you're on. Okay, so the Star is here upright. The Emperor is here upright. The 9 of Wands is here upright, but you got the 9 of Swords in reverse. So for others of you, love that's coming towards you. It's different. And why is my left... Look into what the left elbow itching means. Spiritually, okay? Anywho, the Star, the Emperor, 9 of Wands. I do feel like... I feel like a lot of you, if you're not dealing with someone romantically, you've been searching for something very, very specific, okay? You may have written it, you may have envisioned it, meditated, I don't know. But you want something very specific, someone very specific. You have a very specific type. Even though you have a very specific type, I don't feel like you've actually encountered this type before. Or if you have, it's never been anything that went far. There's jealousy here. The way this 9 of Wands is looking at this Emperor, it just looks like jealousy. It looks like resentment for some, and it looks like why you for some. Chariot on the bottom, a lot of majors here. But even though you're looking for, I do feel like whatever specific it is that you're looking for, you're going to encounter it sometime throughout this year. The Star is here, so when I say this year, I go by the astrological year. So this is up until Aries season of 2027. Yeah, because Aries season starts the new astrological year. So definitely winter season of 2026. So Aquarius season, which will start January 2027, because we're still closing out 2026. And Aries season with the Emperor being here starts Aquarius energy. But the winter seasons could be very, it's like some of you may have spent Christmases alone, because with this star being up top, it's giving like, you know, the star at the top of a Christmas tree. You may have been buying your own damn presents, but I feel like you're about to be poured into by someone that carries very, they know who they are. The Emperor, they definitely know who they are. They know what they bring to the table. They know that they're an asset and not a liability. And look, the Emperor, then you have the Empress. You see? You see? Movement forward. Chariot being here, it could be summer 2026 too. Don't let the timing of what I said confuse you either. That was a bar, but for real. Hold on, I see y'all in the comments. Uno momento. Anything else for Virgo? The Fool, Aquarius energy heavy. So January 2027. I don't know how this is going to connect, okay? I don't know. But it's going to happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. And with God, all things are possible. Okay? So just be open. But in the meantime, in between time, it's like you're in the energy of preparation, especially with the star being here as the first card that came out for you. So with the energy of preparation, whatever you want, ensure that you can show up the same way. Preparation. Yeah, King of Cups. So, honey, clueless about what you're walking towards, but emotional fulfillment. Libra. Hi, you guys. Hi, Pharaoh. I get excited when I see you because you never up in here. Happy to have you. Happy Taurus New Moon. Hi, Candy. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Pharaoh. Hi, Sprinkle. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Priestess. All right. That's the message. Pisces season. I don't know. 2027. That the upcoming winter season. You got it. Okay. Libra. Let that energy go. Okay, Libra, love coming towards you throughout this year. I feel like you don't know what you want either. Or I don't know if it's that. It could be what you thought you wanted, you realize you don't want it, so you're trying to figure it out. It feels like you're in the energy of exploration. 6 of Wands upright. Yeah, see this? Here, victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Yeah, you need to tell Satan to get thee behind. Some of y'all, I don't know. You can find love at church if you go to church. I ain't mad at it. Or I'm seeing Christian. Is that still a thing? I don't use dating apps, but Christian Mingle. I know it was a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing. Again, I'm not judging. Or if it's not that, it's like you could meet someone through, I hear intellectual studies, okay? But like, you could be taking a class, learning about something, I don't know, working on a project, a school project. This could be like, it's giving online connection though. And for some of you, it could be a spark that has started to happen or is about to happen, but you're definitely questioning it. Going back to that energy of you really don't know what you want. Yeah, 4-4. You could be seeing 4s. The Devil. These cards, I don't want to shuffle. I don't want to shuffle. Do you not want to use this deck? Keep going. I feel like I'm being asked to channel this message without cards, but I'm not open to that at the moment. So challenging your we had a monitoring spirit. Challenging your intuition. It's a fucking fat ass gnat too. 4 of Wands. You could definitely be seeing 4s. So 4s definitely connect to the ancestors for me. So you have, how do I say this? It's like something is available to you to utilize, but you keep saying no. I feel like if I keep trying to shuffle these cards and I don't do what I'm asked to do, this shit's about to be a fucking chaotic reading. But let me just see. Anything else before I put this deck down? But it's like the energy of, even though you don't want to do it anyway. I'm seeing the Nike symbol, just do it. So you're sleeping on your capabilities, sleeping on your potential. So I feel like a lot of you, yeah, temperance on the bottom. I feel like a lot of you are judging the way that people love you, but people are reflecting back to you the love that you show yourself. So if you're like, if you are dating people or have dealt with someone that judges you, you judge yourself. If you're encouraging someone and they are giving you, what is it, back talk, you do that to yourself. If someone is empowering you to do something, it's like your response is disempowering, you know. And I feel like you have the ability to really um, propel yourself to really, I don't know, you could want to achieve something specific. There's a Lord, slow down. There's a specific, it could be tax bracket, lifestyle. There's something specific that you desire to achieve. And a lot of you feel like you have to take so many steps and paths to do so. But if you were to stop battling the energy that's being suggested towards you, it could just take you so much further, so much sooner. Does that make sense? But with the devil being the second card, it's like you are responding with no. Your comfortability is really getting, your comfortability is reflecting how much you really do not love yourself. What you complain about and you're not changing is reflecting how much you love yourself. There's there's I don't want to say it's a lesson, but it kind of is a lesson because a lot of you, I mean, you're ruled by Venus and we are in Taurus energy, ruled by Venus as well. But there's, when it comes to pleasure, just as a society, there's a focus on external circumstances bringing us pleasure. But with the Temperance card being on the bottom, you're not, that's not truth. Like, that's not Libra justice energy. External pleasures could be creating a heavy heart, and you being the scales, the intent is for the heart to be as light as a feather. So with that being said, it's the internal pleasure that reflects the external pleasure. Does that make sense? Oh, that makes sense. I know I said that in a way that I'm not going to overthink it, but yeah. Now there is something that is definitely already growing. It's like something is starting to sprout, but you're not seeing the fruits of that sprout. For instance, if you plant a seed, right, for anything, a plant, a vegetable, whatever the case may be, but when you plant a seed and that seed breaks open inside the dirt for the roots to expand, for the stem to grow, we don't see that seed breaking open to expand, but yet it eventually shows itself when we start to see the expansion of the stem, right? So with that being said, like something is already broken open and started to grow. I say that because of the like the leaflings that are on her wands in this card. But with the devil and it being surrounded by just dark ass energy, it's like something you're so focused on, like I'm seeing someone focusing on what's inside the soil, but it's like you focusing, but that would be focusing on the seed itself, when the responsibility now that the seed has been planted is to nurture it, is to water it, is to feed it, it's to grow it in a healthy way and healthy environment. For a lot of you, the devil is a representation of a toxic ass environment. Um, but for a lot of you as well, with the Six of Wands being next to it, is giving like optics. Something is very, you're too, there's a word for shallow, shallow. Some of you are very shallow. Shallow means not deep by definition, I believe. So yeah, you're not, external circumstances, um, it's not what opens the gates of heaven, okay? If you believe in that. Hold on, I received this download before the reading. It correlates to this reading. I'm just trying to figure out if I can say it to you. Because some should just be meant for me, but I'd be so excited I'd be sharing it. Hold on. Let me keep it to myself. All right. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the heron is choking? Every time the heron eats something, the blue heron, it's a great blue heron, but every time it eats something that's not actually food, it like does this thing to like get it out of its throat. So I'm paused right now because everything that's in my psyche is very sexual. And every time I think of something, I look at the devil. But I'm still connecting it to the heron. Thinking something is edible and it's not. That would be a reflection of an illusion, which can be a reflection of the devil. But again, you're very focused on optics. So if you're focused on optics, then that means you care about the opinions of others. And a lot of you live your life defined by the opinions of others, when the opinions of others is truly far from the truth. I don't know. There's this energy of really reflecting on what and who you're being led by. So it's like, where did you learn this energy? Where did you learn that this was okay? Was it your parents? Was it, there's a root to this. I feel like you need to get to the root with the devil being here in order to have something that is long lasting. It's like a lot of you desire infinity situations, infinity connections, and something could last where it may feel like, a long time. I guess in how we identify time, whatever the connection is, it could be the length of that. It could be years, or it could be an experience where it just felt like, you've known each other forever. But I don't know, you desire something being very infinite. Um, but nothing outside of you can really, it's like there's something material that you're tying into love and happiness that is just very untrue. And I feel like the love that's coming towards you is just, it's a realization. It's a lot of this truths being revealed and exposed about just reality. I do feel like reality is shifting in a way where what you always thought is becoming no more. And it's kind of like you're relearning. You're in the process of relearning. And when I feel as though, because I have retaught myself, when we reteach ourselves, when we are relearning, hold on, I can't see what this is, but pause on when we are relearning. Hold on, I've never seen that before. You got a lot of eyes watching. People that you don't think are watching too, but that's besides the point. Where was I going? Oh, when we are reteaching ourselves and when we are relearning and really just trying to get to the truth of things, to know how to navigate just the present moment and what's to come and what we've been through, whatever it is that, whatever that personal truth is for you, I feel like it becomes a time where it's like being a newborn, okay, and just a newborn baby coming into this world and just being open to new experiences, but not being conditioned. Yeah, it's like you're deconditioning to recondition, but you're reconditioning in a way where you are open versus. Um, it's like the energy of we are born knowing what's right and wrong, but then we are taught right and wrong based on the beliefs of who we are around. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm jumping, but that's besides the point. But I feel like with you deconditioning and reconditioning and that patience with the temperance, that patience and the time that it takes to redevelop and redefine and just restructure. I don't know. I'm noticing re is a prefix. So doing something over, restarting, whatever the case may be, there's a need to ensure that whatever beginnings you are initiating are not conditional. Okay, it's kind of like operating on the energy of my way or the highway, which is conditional, ultimatum like type of energy, and that's creating you. That's creating an anchoring energy for you versus a freeing energy for you. It's creating a lot of entrapments as well that can be avoided. Am I making sense? I feel like I've said enough. But once you master that energy, then you get the Ten of Pentacles. But there is a need to really go within in a way that you never went within before, and really just alleviate the energy of shallowness. And this gives me the energy of like someone wanting to have a very deep ass conversation, but it's like they can't connect with you because you don't allow yourself to go down the rabbit hole, and it's like, bitch, you're boring. You know, I don't know. Yeah, the ripple effect. All right, I'm gonna close this out. Anything else for Libra? Thank you. Woo. Okay. You have the water carrier and beneath the surface. So again, what's really driving you? True motives, breaking free, and then you have the water carrier. What really matters? Reflect and reprioritize. See the re prefix. Okay, what really matters? Thank you for affirming. Okay, because thank you, Spirit. I said enough. I'm moving on. Scorpio. God bless you, Libra. Scorpio, I hear Lil Wayne. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. For the love of money. You know, I bring this up every couple of months, but when love and money come up, it always gives me the dream, love versus money, part one and part two. So, is it love versus money for you? Maybe. Shit. That's 6-9 energy. The devil is 15. It breaks down to 6 and then 9. So yeah. But if you don't know the song, he says, "When love is your problem, nothing can solve it." Pretty much, which is similar to what I was saying to Libra in 1,000 words. But 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands. And here, who sings that? it's Genuine. Hold on. Or Cisco. I don't know. I think it's Genuine. Yeah, How Deep Is Your Love by Genuine. So love versus money, then how deep is your love? A lot of R&B coming through. Rhythm and blues, rhythm and blues. Sorry, it's not funny, but it is. All right. Scorpio, love coming towards Scorpio in 2026. I almost said 2027, babe. So it may be in 2027, but it may be. All right. Let's see. Something is out of alignment. Let's just start there. Okay. For sure. Scorpio, love coming towards Scorpio. It's given the energy of like partnership brings you more money. All of your majors are in reverse as well. When we, oh, this is a energy reading. So when we get the majors reverse and you get the minors upright, that means you're being you're operating from a very practical type of energy at this time. You are operating more so within your lower self versus your highest or higher self at this time. Because going back to love versus money, money is the root of all evil. And again, I feel like partnership brings you more abundance though. So yeah, we, even though money is the root of all evil, you know, we in this society to, it costs money to do shit is the point. Okay, I'm not about to go into the rabbit hole, but it costs money to do shit, right? Um, Take a vacation, whatever the fuck you want to do. Okay. I don't, again, I just, something is out of alignment. And with the Seven of Wands being at the center, at the top, it's giving like your energy has pushed people away. And it's like whatever wants to come towards you, there's something about your energetic signature that is very like, back the fuck up, okay? And Five of Wands is like, you're in, it feels like a fight or flight. And when we are in the energy of like a go-getter, like we just need to be out here getting it, okay, run up a bag. And there are times in life where we gotta lock the fuck in, okay? There are. Um, but you are eighth house. So other people's money, again, yeah. Collaboration can bring you more abundance when it just comes to financial resources, okay? Or collaboration just opens your auric field up to more resources than you thought were available to you. However the case may be. But again, it's like people may want to collaborate or just come towards you and just connect with you, but it's like, again, bitch, back the fuck up. Spirit says stop resisting. But this has been a cycle that has been on repeat for quite some time. With the Empress in reverse, it has already affected your bag one way or another, where whether or not, shit, it has already fucked up your bag one way or another, whether you are aware of this or not, okay? And with Judgment in reverse, it's like being so fucking aware that you are completely unaware, or being so focused on what you think that matters, and it's like thinking you're making your proper judgment calls and you're making the incorrect judgment calls. There's this very deep rooted thing that y'all have when it comes to serving self versus serving others. And I feel like that is something that needs to be clarified when it comes to your morals and value system, serving yourself versus serving others. Because even if you are serving others, kind of like the message I was given to Leo, but honestly for you, your eighth house, it's giving more sinister for you. Because with Leo, I brought up giving, we're supposed to give without the expectation of return, but being open to a return, meaning it could come however the divine wants it to come. Versus you, it's like if you give to someone else, you are serving to receive something very specific back. Also similar to Libra, but Libra, no, this is more transactional. It feels very fucking transactional. And when there's a difference between being transactional and being supportive. And I feel like you have been operating under the illusion that it's support when really it's in transactional intentions. Shit. I feel like I'm not breathing as I'm talking through this, but yeah. So I feel like for some of you, the world could be it's interesting because I'm seeing extremes. Like it's like you get this outpour of love from the world, or you get this extreme um um what's the word? What would be the outpour? It's like you just get, it's like the world would give you an outpour of love and then it will meet you with harshness, you know? Like extreme to extreme in that way. And it's kind of like, it's like spirit is trying to highlight the cycle, but it's like you don't see this. You don't see how what's happening energetically is affecting you physically. Um, and you're not. And I do feel like if someone has even tried to bring this to your attention, you have resisted, you have fought that energy, you've done something to combat it. You're very combative. Your energy is very combative. You could be really showing up as just, you know, it's like you may be speaking as, I don't fucking know, love and fucking light, but there is something very combative, very dark, very sinister that is here, that has been lurking. And energy is energy. Okay, that shit can be felt, read, all of the fucking things. Okay, so how are we going to resolve this, Scorpio? The Ace of Wands is in reverse looking at me. The Nine of Cups is in reverse looking at me. And again, the Ten of Cups, you have 10 here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This brings you more abundance. Thank you, God. Thank you for affirming. But how do we transmute this in the meantime, in between time, for Scorpio? The High Priestess. You need the first major that came out upright. 2024 could be a very significant year because underneath that is the Emperor. So this is 24. You could be seeing the number 24. Or the 24th of any month could be significant when it comes to love coming your way. But whatever the case may be, what was I about to say? Oh, connect in line with your higher self. It's kind of like honor those, it's like you get certain nudges and guidance. It's like spirits like something this person, and you're just like, no. It's like you roll your eyes in response. I don't like that. Do you want me to say that? Okay, I don't want to say that either because it sounds like a threat. What I will say is that God is giving you grace in this situation, and you are almost at your end mark of this advantage of the grace that God is giving you to these situations, this situation, whatever it is I'm speaking of, that's personal for you. Okay? Yeah. Don't take the grace for granted, truly. Please take the advice from me. Scorpio. Gotta use the bathroom. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands is on the bottom. Oh shit. Hold the fuck up. The Star, Five of Cups in reverse. So with all of that being said, Nine of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. This is positive. And with the Star being upright, I love how your majors are starting to come out upright now. So there is, I just hear connect with the light. Yeah, literally, the Moon on the bottom. Connect with the light version of you. And when I say the light version of you, like, how do I break it down? The light version of you would be collaboration. I hear manners, pleasantries, gratitude. The energy, well, gratitude is the energy of Thanksgiving. But aspects of light energy. But heavy energy on the collaboration, and also being able to accept constructive criticism from others. And as I say, accept constructive criticism from others, I feel like, you know, I'm speaking to Scorpio placements where you may take advice from children, okay? So that's the thing, but it's like there are certain adults, and whether you know their path or not, you may feel like that they are, what's the word? Not incapable. I mean, it could be, but no, that's not the word I'm looking for. It's like you judge their path. You judge their advice based on the path that they've walked. Okay, I'll say it that way. And you're being advised to not do so. It's kind of like, again, you're rolling your eyes to the energy. And it's very disrespectful. But again, you're being given a lot of grace. Because it's understandable, you know. Like for me, I don't take advice from people that have never, I don't want to say, well, everyone sacrifices, but I don't, if you have not stepped out of your comfort zone and really betted on yourself and did something for yourself, I'm not likely to take advice from you. But if you say some shit that makes sense, then I will listen, I will hear, okay? And then I will dissect it accordingly and move on. But it's like, at the same time, yes, even though I'm not open and willing, I'm not going to completely shut that door, you know? It's kind of like, you know, when you're out in the streets or walking through somewhere and you can tell that someone is about to approach you and ask you to donate for something, okay? Or ask you for some money or some shit, right? And it's like, even though you are aware, you have a decision to make, okay? You could just ignore, not entertain, or you could be open. You know, I may not have it to give, but I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to whatever. You know, we have a choice. And I feel like the choices that you're making are very not what would Jesus do. Okay? It's very what the fuck would Scorpio do, and it's not aligning with the energy of what would Jesus do, what would Yeshua do, okay? Because honey, he was persecuted and all the things, okay, and was still out here just serving. Okay? And they still killed his ass, okay? I know the world has told one story, but he was murdered. Anywho. You know, honestly, the story of Jesus, the older that I get and the more that I reflect on it, it really gives me like a different version of the Salem witch trials. So you know, the witch trials, they were burned and shit, right? And with Yeshua, he was fucking nailed to a damn cross, okay, and thorns in the crowns and things, okay, but still put on fucking display like the fucking witch trials for the world to see as a fucking statement to make. So I don't know. I always get so triggered when I talk about this shit like I was there when it happened. Shit, maybe the fuck I was. I don't know. But yeah, the lovers. Maybe I was there, but it's I don't know. I just went on a fucking tangent. My bad. Anything else for Scorpio? I don't know how I got there. Feel like I had a point, but I don't know. Just bring it back. But 8 of Wands, whatever we said, 8-8. That's how you shift the cycle and move forward. Okay. More what would Jesus do? That's the fucking point I was trying to make. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me pull this final card. Okay. Good. See, hold on. No, let me read this. Because I mentioned the energy of like gratitude and Thanksgiving, right? And then I see, thank you, gratitude, appreciate what's sustaining you. It didn't come out, but I saw it and wanted to point it out. And then I'm going to go use the bathroom. Final message for Scorpio. That's too many cards. I just need 1 or 2. You can keep it simple. That's another thing. I feel like some of you be overcomplicating shit for no reason. Like, it don't be that deep sometimes. Scorpio, really don't be that deep sometimes. Sometimes it just is what the fuck it is. Like, it just is. Alright, anything else for, anything else for Scorpio? Thank you. You have cleansing. Releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. Okay? On the bottom, Mother of the Salt Waters. It was in reverse, so I'm not going to read that. But releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. And then Cosmic Ocean. Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. It's interesting because I feel like a lot of you desire, like, you like big families and shit, like big communities, big tribes, okay? A lot of you are, I say all this to say a lot of you are a people person, and you could be like, oh, I don't fuck with people like that. But really fucking with people like that brings you so much joy when you think about it. So you're in fucking denial, Scorpio. Just be real. But really get out of your own way and cleanse your shadow and align with the light. That's the message. Sagittarius, give me a second. I'm gonna use the bathroom and heat up my coffee. Hold on. Put your back on mute. Not flip. Mute. So there's a swan outside. I'm trying to get a picture. But Sagittarius swan. Hold on. Let me get it. Where's my other phone? Oh, shit. Okay. I tried to get a picture, but it's like sitting in the shade, and nature is abundance, okay? I got a video. I'm going to post. Hold on. Okay, that's not bad. Don't judge my pictures, but I'll post after this. Let me do Sagittarius stuff. Okay, so Sagittarius swans. Um, you swan symbolism. We're about to look it up. Some of you, or love coming towards you, romantic or platonic. Someone could have a black cat as well. Hold on. Okay, let's look up the swan first. Also, I had no intention of going outside. It was really random. So if you feel called to just do random shit, that could definitely be a line for you. Do random shit responsibly. All right, hold on. So I'm looking up the love. Oh yeah, because the two swans come together to make a heart. See? Oh, okay. The spiritual meaning of a white swan centers on eternal love, fidelity, and soulful partnership. Because these majestic birds mate for life, they are universally recognized as spirit animals of unwavering devotion, trust, and the deep emotional bonds of true soulmates. I don't know what sign I said that you're looking for something very specific, but that sign could be significant. I don't recall who. I apologize. But moving on. So with everything is fine being the first card that I see for you, you may be losing out on hope in regards to love or friendship. Some of y'all ain't got no friends, some of you ain't got no love, but hope is about to be restored. You're very doubtful though. and you're feeding the energy of doubt because everything is fine came out in reverse. You should stop doing so. Yeah, you should stop doing so. Sagittarius. It's kind of like the energy of putting everyone in the same category. It's like, you could be like, shit, all Leos are the same. All fucking Geminis are the same. All men are the same. All women are the same. When that's not true. We all have a blueprint. And I feel like you don't honor the individual blueprint. Sagittarius. You're not necessarily dishonest. You just don't be speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yeah. Why don't you do that? It's kind of like the energy of, because it's like your response is, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but it's like that response isn't good enough because, yeah, you may be being respectful in that way, but at the same time, you're not being completely truthful either. All of these cards are in reverse. My eye is twitching. Six of Wands is a theme. Oh, shit. Okay, anything else? Okay, Judgment. All right, Judgment on the bottom. I'm sorry, Judgment as the last card. Strength in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's really you. I don't know where to start. You really need to spend some time alone. That's where I want to start. You really need to spend some time alone. Gather your thoughts and reflect on. It's kind of like when you reflect on past connections, you're not reflecting in a way to see what the intent of what spirit was trying to show you. It's just like you just reflect on what was good, what was bad. I don't know. It's very interesting because it's giving like someone speaking as if something is happening present day, but it's not. And that could be why most of these cards are in reverse too. Because it's like something is not present, but speaking as if something is present. Um, like for some reason they're giving me the difference of it's like saying that you're hurting, but in actuality you're healing, but you keep giving truth to the hurt, and not affirming the healing. So it's like as a response to that, you keep experiencing, I don't know, betrayal, just as an example. Now, with Judgment being here and with the white swan being outside, that is very rare. It's not, we see, honey, I see the geese all the time. Okay, I be seeing the newborn baby geese. They're so cute. They're so small. They can like fit in the palm of your hand. I don't touch them, but I be seeing them walk with their parents. It's just so cute. Okay, it just makes my spirit so happy. But to see the swan is very rare. Okay, and out of the time I've been here, which is over a year, I would say I've seen the swan. That's probably like my third time. So they're interesting. You have three in reverse. Third time's the charm could be a theme too. It's also giving me speaking to someone that you may have been married before, engaged. I don't know, really planned a life with someone, and that shit just blew up in your face. And it's like you've been operating from, ooh, my nose is itchy, resentment since then. And it doesn't have to be, it didn't go to the stage of marriage, but you had shit together, like y'all was really living an adult life out here, and this shit just blew up in your face. Whatever the case may be, something that was victorious led to not throat chakra, Nine of Swords. Okay, this is someone. It's like, you may have thought you vetted them properly. Okay, You may have really thought somebody was fucking solid and it turned out not to be. But it's like you're responding to the energy like it's in present day and it's not. Okay? And you, again, you could be responding that way because you're not paying attention to what spirit was trying to show you in the midst of that, whether spirit was trying to show you something about just what you need to look out for in people, or a mirror that you need to see in regards to your self-reflection. Does that make sense? Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, whatever this energy is, it's definitely disempowering you, but it's time for a transformation with the Hanged One being in reverse, and everything is fine. But you really don't believe that. So, and I feel like that's a love that's coming towards you, like a reflection of everything is taken care of. Because you're ending with judgment upright, okay? That's job well done, literally. And being able to transition and be in the present energy, because you started in reversal energy. But as I mentioned, starting this reading as well, there is a need to really go within and sit with yourself. Take a vacation, something, but it's like you need to separate from reality for a moment and really sit with yourself and get your fucking shit together, okay? And then when you come back into the world, you're embodying the energy of the swan and really just fucking connected. Because I feel like right now, with all of these reversals, you are extremely disconnected. And I feel like, definitely a change of scenery would heal. You do need to just, as I mentioned, disconnect from reality for a moment and allow yourself to purge. And after the purge happens with yourself, I hear you better recognize, but no, for real, you need to recognize, okay? And then boss up accordingly. And that could be another thing. It's kind of like a lot of new love is blocked because you're living so much in the past. So much of what this person did to you, how they responded to you, what they said to you. And if this is something you're carrying with you, you need to identify why you feel like it's a truth of yours. If you're carrying it, then you feel like, I hear, subdued to the energy in some form of fashion, and there's a need to figure out why. And there's a need to speak up, and forever, honey, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Wheel of Fortune, things will be more favorable for you. Page of Pentacles sideways, Nine of Pentacles upright. I don't know. So you feel I just have to address it. There's a lot of instability that you are battling with mentally. And for some physically, like instability is a theme. With this, everything is fine being in reverse. Like a lot of you, it's like you don't give a fuck about love. You care about stability at this time, self-sufficiency, and it's like you may have been on a struggle bus as far as attaining this, but with you ending with judgment upright, it will be attained. And I feel like this will be like, there's something about it's like having a love and a desire for stability, but consistently experiencing instability, right? And then it's kind of like knowing that it is attainable, knowing that it is achievable. And it's like every time you try to walk the path to attain or do the right thing, it becomes unstable again. It's kind of like you keep ending up back where you started. However, I feel like something is going to be achieved for you throughout this year that's really going to excel you, in a way that it's like a boost of confidence. And this boost of confidence leads to more self A boost of confidence leads to more self-assurance, which leads to more self-love. You're very critical of yourself. Very critical. I mean, a lot of you are just collectively Sagittarius placement or not, but it's definitely loud in this reading. Anything else? I feel like you're being asked to really devote you to you. And that starts by separating from reality for just a moment. Yeah, 3 of Swords in reverse, healing. Praise the Lord. You're not hurting, you're healing. It's like change how you affirm your reality. And you keep pouring from an empty cup knowing that you're empty, but you keep showing up that way anyway. Why? What validation are you seeking? I have Ace of Wands and the Sun. The Ace of Wands really didn't know if it wanted to be upright or reversed. But you have the Sun and the Star. It's like you feel like if you walk away from something or someone, you're left with nothing. And it's like Spirit's response to that is, who's God in this situation? Who's trying to play God in this situation? Like, who do you serve? That's really, who do you serve? I also, some of you, I don't know if this is a mentor. I don't know if this is someone you look up to in a field that you desire to be in. But it's like you're allowing yourself to be led by, I wouldn't say they're a false prophet, but it's like someone's not very clear on the reason why they're choosing to lead you. Like there's a purpose, you know? There's an underlying purpose that you're unaware of. Like someone's looking to gain something from you, but you feel like the giving from them is innocent, but they're looking to receive something, they're looking to gain something, but they're heavily cloaking that. I don't know. It's definitely somebody in the spiritual community though. I don't know who it is for you personally, but they are spiritual. Yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. You can remove yourself from this environment, but you're very unclear on something. Lovers. You think something is innocent and it's not. That's the point of this conversation. But you're gonna. I don't know. It's giving definitely. It's a lot of epiphanies happening with this new moon, and it makes sense because Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. But something is going to be made clear, and something will maybe affirmed in a dream. Spirit may be able to just communicate with you better in the dream realm because you don't listen in the physical realm. Here you got a big head, but not like literally. It's just I hear you're too smart for your own good. Death, but yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are going to help you in this cycle. Okay, I have definitely cut off connections due to dreams that I've had. Okay, and I have not regretted it either to this day. Um, yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're invested in something and you're being asked to remove your investment. You could be collaborating with like someone has karma. Someone is carrying karma and you're being led by them, and it's like you're becoming it's like you're literally caught in someone's karmic crossfire. That's what this Two of Swords is giving me too. Like, remove yourself, untangle yourself. Interesting. And that going now that I say that, and going back to the swan energy, like someone could be like, yeah, I'm devoted. I don't know. Someone is. It's not even a mask. It's just they're not revealing something. Because I want to say that they're true selves, but this is more so connected to intent. But intent is a part of your Lord. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it, but yeah. It's like you're better off without, but you need, I hear you need to recognize that for yourself. You're not seeing that. I feel like people may have tried to affirm this for you, but you remain doubtful that you could achieve it. And it's like your doubt is more of an affirmation versus your victories, your wins. So again, something, you're going to have a win this year, Tower, and it's gonna like change course for you. The Queen of Pentacles is still here, so stability. Spirit is affirming the stability, but it feels like the stability is connected to a chain reaction of actionable events. Four of Wands. All right, yeah. All right, close this out for a Sag, please. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty for choosing you. Literally, do not let anyone make you feel guilty for choosing you, okay? Because again, who is God in this situation, okay? You don't serve these humans. Serve the Most High. And when you start to know that God takes care of you and not these humans, even when it comes to work, okay, I'm in this shit, honey. I am employed where I'm employed because God wants me to be here. I have a purpose to fulfill. These checks, the income that I get, it's all from the Lord, okay? And the more that I affirm that, and the more that I have affirmed that, I have received more, okay? Because these people, fuck these people, respectfully. It's a but God situation for me. So make that situation for you, you know? Eight of Wands. That's how you move forward, okay? Expeditiously. And now you have the Two of Swords in reverse. That was a beautiful mic drop, if I do say so myself. Capricorn. I just realized that I forgot to write Aries down for their timestamp, but I realized they're writing your timestamp. So maybe there could be an Aries you're trying to forget about. I don't know. Yeah, Capricorn. Love coming towards Capricorn 2026. Somebody could be very good with numbers, math. I'm seeing when, wasn't it? It was Ray J's wife, baby mama, that won the like casino challenge 1 year or something. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Just want to make sure I'm not delusional. Hold on. Yes. Princess Love. She celebrity poker. She won the celebrity poker tournament in 2024. But yeah, numbers, and I was, yeah, that. I think it went viral. That's how I became aware of it, because I don't follow celebrities, but yeah. Well, that's not true. I follow a few. I'm very selective. Like I follow Terrence Howard, has an open mind. It's about the only one I can think of off the top of my head that I follow. But yeah, anywho, Page of Pentacles. Love coming in towards Capricorn. Did I call you Sag? If I did, I apologize. Love coming towards Capricorn. Queen of Wands. Interesting. She fell on the table or on the desk in reverse, but wanted to ensure she was flipped upright. Interesting. I feel like you wanna I feel like it's reversed for you, because I'm looking like at this Page of Pentacles, this Earth energy, your Earth energy with this Queen of Wands, and it's like you wanna take your love towards someone. Yeah. Oh, my nose is itching. I feel like you're watching. Feels like you've been in onto something. Monica's energy. Oh shit! I left my damn cup, and I'll go get it. I feel like you're yeah, this energy could distract you in a way that you like it. But I feel like you've been watching someone. That's what I'm trying to say. You've been watching someone. And you've been in the Monica energy of you should make a move, but you won't. But I feel like you are sometime throughout this year. I also feel like you're in denial about what you want too. Very interesting. So this is definitely a bit different. Your aces are in reverse. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it's interesting. It's like you have a lot of love to give, but you don't feel as though that energy can be reciprocated, especially with Temperance being here upright. Like you don't feel like there's truly a match for you. You feel like you have to settle in some aspect of life, but that's a lie. Okay, Ace of Swords in reverse, that is a fucking lie. Okay. um and your match is out there, your equilibrium, your ebb and flow, it is out there, but it feels like you may be becoming impatient with the journey. But then they're taking me back to this Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and I know you see me watching you. That's temptation, Destiny's Child. um Yeah, who are you watching? I mean, it's none of my business, but that could lead to your hesitation of why you should make a move, but you won't. It's like you're lying to yourself, you're downplaying yourself. And you may think like whoever you are led to is unable to align with you. It's like, what if they don't, if they're not, if it's like, what if what if it doesn't turn out how I want it to turn out? It's like you're initiating the connection with defeat, which is why it's currently defeated and not progressing, because that's what you're putting out to the universe. Does that make sense? Which is causing you to not make a move. I mean, you don't have a win because you're not doing shit. And not to say this is a message to rush anything. It's kind of like interesting. So I'm not going to finish the sentence I was about to say, but what I will say is when it just comes to the energy of reciprocity in life, I don't feel like like, for a lot of you, you have to take care of yourself as a child. Um, or you could be the oldest and you had to take care of other people, but no one really took care of you. But I say all that to say there's this energy, like it's like shit has truly never been reciprocated for you, which is why you have this mindset. I mean, it's your own anecdotal experience, which makes sense. That's logical, right? But what about the spiritual Temperance? And that's another thing. It's like sees you spiritually. It's like someone sees you spiritually, but and it I don't know. something really catches you off guard too, with the way that my voice just went extremely high pitched for a moment. Can you hear that? You know, mourning doves hoot like owls. Did y'all know that? Did I tell y'all that last time? I don't know. But anywho, it's like you go into the Ace of Swords is denial. The Ace of Swords is, it's like you, before you even get into the game, you're assuming the outcome. And it's like the energy of, if you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. And I just feel like this is gonna be a situation of, when you see the reciprocity that's in store with whomever you connect with, your entire spirit team, including the Lord, everybody's gonna be laughing. Okay, it's gonna be a kiki, a good chuckle. Okay, but then it's also the energy of, you'll never doubt them again. You know, meaning your spirit team, or even the energy of what can be reciprocated, if that makes sense. So it's like, what's it called when like someone always assumes the worst case scenario? You're very cynical. You're very cynical with this energy, and there needs to not be so fucking cynical. See, cynical, the devil. It's also, you're getting a lot of pages here too. So yeah, whatever this experience is definitely going to be brand new. You could be 55 years old. Okay, it's going to be a brand new fucking experience. All right. I'm sorry, that's not even the page. It's the night. But the night is slow moving. So, anywho, moving on. Pages are communication though too. But it's also the student. So, this is Capricorn. You're the student. And going back to, you may have always been the one to take the lead, things never being reciprocated. A lot of you don't know how to be submissive. Man or woman, you don't know how to be submissive. Submission is foreign to you. And I feel like you're a student of submission. I know it sounds crazy, but you're a student. You're going to be, if not already, a student of submission. And I feel like it's just going to feel very good to you. It's going to feel like a weight is lifted. It's just like the first time ever you are seen, you are felt, you are heard, like all of the things. Like, this is very, like, a very tantric real life experience. That's the best way I can put it. 5 of Wands, but honey, you are resistant, okay? You don't want to believe me. Well, I'm not here to force, okay? I'm here to encourage and enlighten, okay? But you want to keep fighting against whatever, by all means. How is that serving you currently? Because it doesn't seem like you're proud, okay? And the spirit is trying to bring in a cup, and you're like, fuck that goddamn cup. Okay, well, let the cup be given to somebody else. Miss out on your blessing, okay? But what God has for you, it is for you. So as much as you want to deny it, it is still yours whenever you are ready to accept it. Okay? Okay. You're stubborn. Very stubborn, Capricorn. But the devil is you, so get out of your own damn way. 8 of Wands. That's how we proceed forward. And now the 4 of Cups is upright. You're going to say yes eventually. Beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that's the message. I feel like that was very quick, though. That was. Anything else? Ace of Wands. Let's see what else. Your aces are now upright. Beautiful. Let me clean this up. It's like I start sitting up straight and then I just be sliding. You need to relax. You know the song Ease Your Mind by Boosty? You need to relax, okay? Yeah, 9 of Cups. Ace of, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's kind of like the energy of, so yes, the devil is your card, but it's like this connection gives you your angelic energy back, okay? Because it's still an archangel, all right? So it's like where you have been, the best way I can say is a devil to yourself and your own desires. You elevate. It's beautiful. You transcend. See, a new beginning, a whole new world. Nine of Cups. This is beautiful. All right, anything else for Capricorn? All right. Anything else before I read it? Let's get it all out. It's just tea. It's fucking beautiful. Lord, let me calm down. I mean, fucking spit and shit. Okay. But on the bottom, you have Temperance. But literally, these three cards express the last about 13 minutes of our conversation. Okay. 10 of Wands, always having to do it by yourself. 6 of Cups, that's that cup coming in of reciprocity. And then look at you, okay, being able to breathe, stretch, shake, relax, okay? It's given let me cater to you, because baby, this is your day, okay? That's what it's giving, okay? But it's not, damn. It's not seasonal, it's consistent. Sorry, y'all, my bracelet's in the desk. I know it's loud, but yeah, it's not seasonal. It's very consistent. It's not, this is a blue moon, so it's not a once every blue moon type of energy. Like it's who sings that? It's real. Tell me it's real. Hold on. This feeling that I feel. Tell me that it's real. Is that Casey and JoJo? It's real. You know the song. That's the damn energy. Let's close this out. All right, close this out for Capricorn. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's forevermore. It's beautiful. You have the Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. See, I don't know if you heard that honk, but you about to not be doing all the work. Okay? And it's beautiful. Reciprocation is beautiful. All right. I'm gonna put one more and then move on to Aquarius. All right, and then you have she who flows or he who flows. Ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. Okay, so again, what God has for you, it is for you. And whenever you're ready to accept it, it's yours. Okay? Giving, it's yours, Jay Holiday. Okay, very, very freaky girl. Okay, and somebody you can bring home to mama too. All right, anywho, I know the song. Moving on, Aquarius. Okay. Love coming towards Aquarius 2026. Whatever it is, it's very memorable. It's a, I guess, what is that, keepsake? Something's about to be a keepsake. You know those pictures, like, I haven't been to a carnival in a long time. I need to go to a carnival or a fair. I really want a damn funnel cake, okay? But anywho, the funnel cake is not the point. But the photo booth, and you get like 6 pictures together on one film. That, like, memorable keepsake. Okay, I know, kind of like, not like the, I'm seeing Chuck E. Cheese pictures, but that's just as an example. Moving on. So for some reason, they're showing me my sleep pattern. Like, my sleep pattern has been fucking crazy. All right, it's been very inconsistent for like the last 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but at the same time, I do, but I don't. Like, for instance, last night I went to bed at like 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I woke up at 2:30 a.m. And then I was up from 2:30 a.m. to like 6 a.m. And then I went back to sleep and I woke up like 10:55 a.m. Like, it's been weird as fuck like that. And I don't have sleep disruptions, okay? But the moon, they've been having my ass up, all right? But if you've been struggling, like if there's just been inconsistencies in areas where you are used to consistency, then it's just nature's way of reflecting that something is about to change. Listen to this reading, okay? It's like however the people get the warnings that an earthquake is about to happen. It's like that's your whatever is starting to become inconsistent. It's like getting the alert that the earthquake is about to happen. And not all earthquakes bring massive damage, so don't go to the fucking extreme. You're a fixed sign. Just don't do that, okay? The world is something is about to change. You are on the world card. All right. Aquarius, love coming towards Aquarius in 2026. You have the lovers on the bottom. It's in reverse though. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups. Upright. That's the you are hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are the 10th sign, which is interesting. You're in the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10. This is a 10 year. But as like a card coming out on the table, this is the first time the Two of Cups came out like that. For this to be a reading about love coming towards you. So very interesting. So something very unique, very different. I don't know if it's romantic or platonic. We'll see. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's definitely connected to emotional fulfillment though. Ace of Wands upright. It is new. Your energy, the Fool, brand fucking new. You know what's interesting to me? Let me tell you what's interesting to me. Yeah. So, Capricorn. It's interesting because Capricorn, their energy kept coming out in the Pentacles, right? But I just think it's very interesting how these first three cards, the Two of Cups is upright, but you're surrounded by reversed Pentacles, right? Even the Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck in reverse, but underneath is the Empress upright. So Capricorn's reading could apply to you too. That's what I'll say in regards to that. Capricorn season, but what is before Earth? What's before Capricorn? Sagittarius? You have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel like Capricorn starts winter, but these pentacles are in reverse. So autumn, I feel like autumn is significant for you. Yes, yes, yes. And even in, sorry, I got excited. But this Ace of Wands, you see how like the leaves are falling? And Sagittarius season is in autumn. So yeah, I feel like autumn is significant toward in regards to love coming towards you. Yes, Nine of Cups upright. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, moving on. Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse would be her looking towards the Two of Cups. You're definitely going to feel it coming before it comes. Going back to what I said about, me and sleep or whatever has been stable, but it's creating instability. I have an example. For some of you, it could be breaking abstinence too, but that's not the example. It's, well, Queen of Swords. So for instance, right? No kids should be listening to me, okay? But as an example, let's just say, you know, it's just been a minute, okay? It's been a minute since you've had sexual activity. I'm going to keep this very professional, okay? It's been a minute since you did do, okay? But then it's like now you're meeting someone, you know, things lead to spending the night, okay? And where you are used to just sleeping in the bed all night, you know, by yourself, nothing of disturbance, you know, you may just have something waking you up in the middle of the night, if you get what I'm saying, okay? Um, yeah, I'm not gonna be as vulgar as it could be, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. But it's kind of like you're being prepared for change, and again, you are fixed with this world in reverse. So you're definitely in the process of ending one cycle of life. It feels like to walk into a new cycle of life, especially with the full your energy looking towards the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is your opposite energy would be Wand energy. Your opposite is Leo, fire. Wands are fire. So something more passionate for sure. Okay. And again, Nine of Cups being here, wish fulfillment for sure as well. I had something else to say, but I forgot. Anywho, Aquarius. But going back to, you're very, I hear I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone. These girls won't leave me alone. I don't know what song that is. But with your, in your zone, it's like you could be very used to rejecting people at this time. You could be very just in your Aquarian, in my zone, leave me the fuck alone type of energy. And you're very comfortable and safe and secure in that energy, right? But it's like these inconsistencies are creating a discomfort to get you out of your comfort zone to prepare you for the new. Does that make sense? Yes, Temperance. Upright. Sagittarius season is very significant, or Sagittarius placement. Again, we don't be knowing, we're not just our sun signs. It could be Sagittarius sun as I look at the sun in this full card, which is you. Does not have to be, okay? But definitely autumn is season of love. But it does, with Two of Cups being here, definitely it's being affirmed romantic. But it's giving lovers and friends, like friends before lovers, but lovers and friends for sure. Like you always have that friendship, which will help get you through and propel you through the hard times that life may bring. Okay. All right. Anything else for Aquarius? Page of Cups. I feel like it's been a long time since you've just, it's like had feelings, or I don't know. It's just been a minute. It's been a very long time for something. This could just be emotional connection in general. Ten of Cups is here too, so it's definitely romantic and platonic connections are a theme, and this is also connected to that 5th house, 11th house nodal transit, because the North Node is about to move into your sign, which I'm going to say that every fucking reading for forever up until it's about to change. Into, who would it move into after? Hold on, it's in Virgo Pisces right now. So it's going to move to Cancer and Capricorn? Hold on, it's not. Hold on. It's not. Virgo Pisces right now. Then it's moving to Leo and Aquarius. But the North Node specifically is in Pisces and Aquarius. Yeah, it's going to be Capricorn and Cancer. So I'll be saying this until it's moving to Capricorn and Cancer in probably 2027 or 2028. I don't know. Clarify, please. You have, or at least I'll need to clarify it. You have the Emperor in reverse that fell on the floor. and I put it on the desk on top of Temperance upright. You're not used to being gentle. I feel like being gentle is very foreign to you. So you may be in heavy like self-protection mode. You know, you just have to do things to always be on your P's and Q's. You could be in environments where you have to always look over your shoulder. But there's an energy of gentleness that's attached to whatever connections are coming towards you, where you just don't always have to be on guard all the time. It's like you don't always have to be in that your shadow lion or lioness energy, you know? It's like you can be in the Aquarian healing, like your true self, your true essence for once. It's beautiful. It's a lot of cups here, though. So I do feel like you're about to experience some emotions you probably have never experienced before, too. But then you have, I'm looking at this 10-9, and it breaks down to 19. 19 is the sun. So it's definitely a lot of emotional fulfillment. I definitely see with that breaking down to 19, and on mostly every sun card, there's a child. There's definitely a child being birthed from this union, coming from this union somehow, some way. For some of you, the child could be an animal, but either way, there's a child. There's one that's not a physical child, like a human or an animal, okay? Here, baby is coming into play. The Magician, yes. King of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify that. It just feels like help. It's something you've been manifesting for quite some time with the Magician. But with King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like a lot of you are planning a solo life. Because the King of Pentacles upright is a solo, self-sufficient life, okay? I don't need nobody, fuck everybody, I'm good. But and you're not really fulfilled that way with the Three of Swords upright, but you're going to have help. And it's interesting because it's like, even though someone's willing to help you, you're still going to tell them no. I feel like that's your pride. That's your Leo coming through. Which is cool, but it's kind of like the energy of you don't have, because you won't ask, it makes them want to do even more. So I don't know if you heard the rooster. So they're whoever this is, they're very arrogant and prideful as well. But Two of Cups, two peas in a pod, okay? I hear money bag, yo, you're a reflection of me. See how I keep sliding into the chair. Queen of Wands. Anything else? Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Something could start on social media. For some of you, it doesn't have to be. Others of you, you can meet each other on social media. You can meet each other through an in-person event with the Ten of Pentacles being here. But this is definitely giving a legacy being created with someone. And again, Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius or Leo, both are heavy. Anything else? They don't have to be those signs. It could be those seasons. They may come to you in your dreams before they come into your reality. Okay? Okay. Anything else? That's it. But the Chariot. So I feel like it's kind of like when the nodes are in Leo and Aquarius, that's when you connect. That's when you meet. And then when the nodes are in Capricorn and Cancer, that's when new life comes into play with the Chariot being here. You'll see. You'll see. Anything else for Aquarius? Yeah, everything is fine. You will see. All right. Close us out for Aquarius, please. See? Hold on. If you notice, when I get excited, my voice becomes high-pitched. But follow the stream. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. And oceans are endless and interconnected. So it's going to be beautiful. You'll see. Damn. Have to hit me in the chest like that. So going back to what I stated about spirit, when things start to get uncomfortable, a change is coming. I feel like this card is affirming it. She who flows, ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. Okay, so it's basically it's time to get into what is it? Adaptation. You need to start adapting. I was about to confuse the hell out of myself. Adapting and transmuting. Okay. And just open your heart, really. When things start to get uncomfortable, just open the heart. You know, it's like you start to become, you start to get locked and loaded. Like, no. Some of you could really love guns. But no, just even with the imagery that I see, it's like you always have one in the chamber. You always have one ready in the head. Like, you're going to be able to be more gentle. I can't say it any other way. All right, close this out for Aquarius. Final card, please. That is faith. That is faith, okay? Thank you. That was perfect. Faith, yes. So, stagnant waters, you're feeling stuck. It's like the earthquake analogy, a call for shifts, flow, and change. And with wherever you're feeling stuck, again, adapt to getting the energy of transmuting. Always know that everything is fine and something new is coming. And then on the bottom, oh, bounteous, generous. Lord, my energy is so excited. Let me just calm down. Take a deep breath, Ray. But bounteous, generously given, relationships coming together. It's gonna be bountiful, babe. It's a beautiful way to end. Okay, who's next? Pisces. So it's not Pisces and Aries left. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. Cruising the streets. Are you on the usher energy of 7 o'clock on the dot, Pisces, or are you on the Glorilla? It's 7 p.m. Friday. Today is Saturday, not Friday. Type of energy. It's not 95 degrees where I am. It was 85 today, but not 95. It's almost there though. All right, Pisces, love coming towards you. Is love enough to make you stay with me? Is love enough to make you stop crying? I knew it was going to come out for somebody. But Cisco. What happened in the year of the dragon? I don't understand how it connects yet. You have the Ace of Pentacles upright. So there is a new opportunity, a new love coming towards you. It's in regards to business and or platonic, okay, specifically. Professional matters, platonic matters are being highlighted with new love. Could be a new passion as well that brings you income. Which would be like business, professional. You have the Star in reverse, Pisces, love. 6 of Swords in reverse. Pisces. in two minds, two worlds. Duality is a struggle at the moment, Pisces. You know an ending is coming. It's interesting because you know that an ending is coming, period, okay? However, instead of acknowledging it and starting the healing process, it's kind of like, it's like if you ignore it, it won't become a reality. Does that make sense? It's like whatever the situation is, your Neptunian energy is counteracting the truth. But it's like the more that because you're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, so the more that the Neptunian energy tries to counteract the truth, the more that Jupiter expands the truth. Yeah, Two of Wands. Okay. Pisces. I really don't need to continue to pull. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles, there is an opportunity, a new opportunity waiting. Professionally and or again, Platonic. I'm really focused, like I'm zooming in on the star that's inside of this pentacle, but then you have the star next to it in reverse. This is also giving me trying to manifest something that's not meant to be. Trying to hold on to something that's not meant to be held on to. But then it goes back to you're very aware of something, but you are refusing to acknowledge it. You're refusing to accept it. It's like you're at the final stage of acceptance, but refusing to conquer acceptance, refusing to accept it. I know I just said that multiple times, my bad. You could be seeing nines as well. You have 6-9 here. It is definitely not in sync. It's out of sync. Now, the Six of Swords is in reverse, but connecting with the star in reverse. And it's honestly just giving unequally yoked. And it's like always bumping heads, like coming out of a situation where you're consistently bumping heads, consistently arguing, unable to be on the same page. I guarantee you, if you was to go through the basics, what is my favorite color? What is my favorite food? It'll probably be a motherfucking struggle, okay? It's the kind of interaction or relationship where the little things really don't fucking matter when really they matter the most, you know? But at the same time, just focusing on the star for whatever I'm speaking of. I do feel like there's a lot of synastry. Okay, I don't know. I'm seeing birth star, Lord God, birth chart synastry in my mind's eye. But at the same time, it's like something like when we look up at the skies, it's beautiful. You know, sometimes you see a shooting star. You know, make a wish, and whatever this is, it could have been a wish fulfillment at one point in time. Like it was stable up in the sky, just like the sun rises and sets, so does the motherfucking star. You're gonna see that bitch every night, unless it's a cloudy, gloomy fucking day, or if there's overcast, throat chakra. But now it's like the star is falling, or the falling star. Um, that's the point, though. The star is falling, but it's like not wanting to realize or acknowledge that the star has fallen, which is giving me like the spark is no longer there. That what once got you was no longer having you, you know? Loyalty is very important. It's very deeply connected in this reading as well. Now, going back to what's coming towards you, baby, freedom is trying to come towards you. That's one factor. But at the same time, whatever you are refusing to acknowledge is blocking whatever this Ace of Pentacles is um, from opening for you. And it's kind of like if you don't choose to end this fucking cycle, God will end it for you. Literally. So with death being sideways and Page of Wands, you're starting with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? You got the power, all right? But with this Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, something is energetically depleting you, mentally depleting you. It has you mentally exhausted, mentally stressed. It's living in your mind rent fucking free, okay? But I do feel like whoever's presence that I'm speaking of that you need to leave out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles and stop stressing about, um, I just feel like they don't pay attention to you. There's a lot that's, again, the little shit matters, and they're not aligning with that frequency of honoring the little shit that matters. It's also giving me the energy of like someone thinks that you can be bought, somebody trying to trick on you, but that's you're not a trick. Okay. um I don't know, because it's like the more I want to get into what new is coming in, it's like we need to deal with the present. We cannot escape from this. So babe, you need to deal with the present and accept and acknowledge. Maybe somebody needs to go to AA, I don't know. But accept, acknowledge, and end the cycle, and then we can talk about the new. But you have the Empress looking at me and the Six of Wands, so I just feel like it's the loyalty, the time that's keeping you held up. And I also hear you're hell bent on leaning on that form of truth. But again, the energy is fallen, which means there's no more life here, which is why Death and Page of Wands is sideways. Oh my God, I don't want to say that. You know what's giving me? It's giving me some. I don't think this is literal. I really do think this is metaphorical. I really do. Okay, and trigger warning. Okay, please, trigger warning ahead. Okay, you ready? You ready? So it's giving me like someone that is is carrying a stillborn, and they're aware that they have that it's a stillborn inside of them, and they're choosing to just leave it there, you know, versus purging for something new to come in at a later time, which is why we're really not going to talk about the new until a later time, because the present needs to be dealt with. That's intense. Damn, that was intense. Oh, who's this, Pisces? Ten of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords upright. Do you feel financially bound to something? Because you're not. You're really not. That's, I don't know. Or are you looking at are you paying too much attention to the market? Like the housing market, how much shit costs? Okay, that's paying attention to everything else but the divine, but your magic, but your ability to manifest. Eight of Wands, upright. It's time to move forward. Ace of Cups, and empty this cup. You are definitely High Priestess in reverse. Your energy going against your intuition. But as long as you continue to do so, Three of Wands in reverse, you're just going to be where you are. until there's a fire lit up under that ass, okay? So, I don't know what else to say. What else would you like me to say? The Fool. It's time for... It's like, I feel like collectively we need to dissect why we settle. The root of us settling. The root of, it's like we have so much ambition, right? And that's probably why we settle, because we start with so much ambition, and then we ride that ambition out on its wave, and then we just become extremely fucking burnt the fuck out, okay? And then it's just like, I don't have no fight left in me. But every day that you are given life, you have fight left in you. Long as that blood's pumping and the heart is beating and babe, you breathing, you got a fight in you. Okay? Remember that. Anything else? Three of Cups. But I do feel like if you don't feel like you have a supportive, or if you don't feel like you have supportive connections or just a supportive group of people around you, that is coming into play as well, as far as new love coming. As far as, like, it is definitely more business, more platonic, romantic. You need to, I hear, clean this mess up, whatever is going on, okay? And if you are happy, like, I don't feel like, I mean, you collectively they could be, but I feel like if people are satisfied when it comes to business, romance, and all of the things, I really don't feel like they're tapping into this live, okay? But you know, they could be just to hear the message. I really don't know. It's not my purpose to know, for real. But I do feel like something needs to be cleaned up, okay? And if you don't feel like this is connected to something romantic, it's definitely connected to toxic ass friends, okay? Or some type of environment that you just know is no longer serving you, and you're still showing up to that environment anyway. So, yeah. Two of Pentacles in reverse. However it applies, it applies. And Four of Pentacles, and it's time to move accordingly and what Maxine, what's her name? Walters, okay, reclaiming my time. You need to reclaim your damn throne, okay, and fix your crown. And empty this cup. They cannot iterate enough to empty the cup, literally. King of Swords, fix your crown, okay, and create the tower. Create the tower, because you've been having your own internal tower for quite some time. Okay, you've been having your own damn tower between the mind and the fucking heart. So in that shit, I am at a point in my life where if it stresses me out too much and it's not a passion or desire of mine, then fuck that shit. Okay, it's gonna cut the fuck off. Okay, that's where I am in life, and I feel like you're being asked to operate in that energy in the present moment. Okay, because you're not truly passionate. Again, the star has fallen. You're tentative. But Nine of Pentacles. You can, I hear She Got Her Own by Jamie Foxx. I love her because she got her own. And if you are a masculine energy and you got a rough background, okay, and it's like you need to realize when you start using a feminine energy as crutches, okay? This is, especially if you live in the United States of America, okay, do you see who the fuck we have as a president? You know why God allowed that? God allowed that. Well, there's a multitude of reasons, okay? But one of the reasons that I'm aware of as to why God allowed it, because, baby, you can do anything, okay? When they say this is the land of the free, okay, if you know how to fucking move, you can do it. You really fucking can, okay? There's little to no restrictions and limitations, unless you decide to affirm them into your reality. Then that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, Five of Wands, stop fighting with yourself, please, okay? And once you stop fighting with yourself, and come to peace within yourself, then you'll stop entertaining these battles with others and create peace in however ways you see fit. 6 of Cups. Okay? Okay. Anything else for Pisces? That's the message. You can be very distracted because in this 2 of Wands, she's on her phone. So, I don't know. It's giving social media, gaming, doom scrolling. I don't know. Very things that distract us. It's not really pouring into our spirit. Whatever it is that you're using as a distraction, eliminate it. Okay? Before the divine has to eliminate it for you. Again, we could do this by choice or by force. We always have that. But when when it comes time for things to move on and we refuse, that's when the Lord steps in. And we can avoid all that. It's like, when I say we can avoid all that, what I mean by is, it's like, how do I say? I don't know if this is a good example. If you think about just us as humans, right? When we're proud, right? When we're proud of someone and what they've done and what they've achieved, and it's like we really want to celebrate them and pour into them, versus when we are disappointed and then we have to come and make shit right. It's like you would, in my mind, it's like you would want to preserve that energy of having spirit show up to make things right, and just savor it for when it's time to be poured into and celebrated and all of the things. But to each their own. I hope that makes sense. But to each their own. Pisces. Because it's like, the divine is not us, okay? And spirit is not in human form whatsoever. But there's more when it's light versus when it's heavy. If you understand what I'm saying. All right, close this out for Pisces. Nothing? Okay. Did I use a stillborn analogy with you? Did I? I don't remember. I feel like I did. I don't know. And my eyes twitching. The channel comes and goes. Okay, so I asked because you have birth mysteries on the bottom. Okay, you see this newborn baby? Okay, thank you. So what are you being called to create? So something even, okay, so going back to that vision of the stillborn and this card, it's like there is something is just literally waiting to be birthed, and it doesn't have to be a human, metaphorically speaking, but this energy is in the fucking way. All right, you have Lady of the Lake, new beginnings, something is about to happen. And then you have the Well Maidens, kindness, respect, reverence, and compassionate. I do feel like whatever this energy is, it's like either when you're around this person or when you have to deal with this energy, like you're not showing up as kind and respectful or compassionate or just in the spirit of reverence. It's like you're very triggered all the fucking time, on your P's and Q's, just waiting on this shit to come out of their mouth that's gonna piss you the fuck off. Like, I don't know, but it's like the more that you entertain it, the more that you keep rebirthing that. So spirit is like, birth something different. Yeah, but again, we can do this by choice or by force, but either way, something is about to happen. So God bless you. Last but not least, Aries. Let me write post swan so I don't forget. Okay. Aries. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Love coming towards Aries. Damn, I never got my cup. I just realized that. Let me get it right now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. My bad. So again, Ten of Swords in reverse. How is it? 722. Love coming towards Aries placements, please, and thank you. Aries? Mm-mm. Alright, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, Strength upright. That's interesting. The Knight of the Knight of Wands upright. The Three of Cups in reverse. You could have I don't know what to call it. I guess I would say your foresight is very strong, but pay attention to the tongue. And I say that because, yeah, I accidentally said cups, and it's interesting you didn't have any cups that came out, but everything that came out after me accidentally said that it's cups. So just pay attention. Pay attention to the clues, the synchronicities, it's like you're getting a lot of puzzle pieces in different forms that are meant to take form. I hope that makes sense. Let me keep all of these. No, okay. The Devil, though. What is anything else for Aries? I feel like this is Platonic specifically. Definitely, it's giving like new best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. If you don't have one, you're about to have one. If you already have one, babe, three's not about to be a crowd, okay, in this circumstance. But it's giving like each of you, especially if you have like if you already have a best friend, each of you can learn from each other. Now the Three of Pentacles on the bottom, as well as the Six of Cups, is emphasizing the Platonic energy for me. Definitely emotionally fulfilling. You also had the Justice card underneath the Three of Pentacles. So I do feel like these connections or this friendship or friendship group, however it applies for you, Like, these are people that you can trust. These are people that you're able to be vulnerable with, and it's safe. His spirit is really focusing on your heart being as light as a feather. So yeah, you can definitely feel safe. People that would protect you and protect your name when you're not in the room. Like, people that will fight for you and ride for you. Like, really, they'll hold you down. Um, but also someone that will be honest with you too. It's kind of like there's this level of realness and depthness and transparency and honesty that you've been wanting for a very long time, that you may have experienced in spurts, with different people, but definitely not something that's been long lasting or consistent unless you already got a best friend, you know? But yeah, I do feel like you've had a lot of friendship circle changes, Aries, with this Three of Cups in reverse. But whatever is coming in is going to lead to stability, especially with the devil being here. And even though the devil is here, I'm not seeing this as negative energy. It's more so y'all are really locked the fuck in, okay? And Two of Pentacles in reverse is not something that you have to question. And I do feel like this connection is justified. Like, it's like your spirit team vetted them before they were able to physically enter your life, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just got this wave of like emotion. So what song is that? When I cry, you cry, we cry together. Is that Lomo? But that's more so connecting to the energy of vulnerability, that you can trust, that you don't have to. When you mad at me, what are you going to do with this information? When you're not fucking with me at this moment in time in life, can I trust you with this information? Okay. Now, I don't feel like it's interesting because I don't feel like you're going to this connection, like when it just comes to vetting people, period, and who's in your life and who's close to you. You could have a strict program. You could be very, yeah, with the devil being here, and that's Capricorn ruled by Saturn. You could have a very strict program. Um, or very like if you don't meet certain criteria, I don't know, that's still tied into strict program, even on moving on. But it's like you're going to want to make something very hard for someone, but the energy is so aligned that it can help but to be easy. And things are not always easy, and yes, there's always going to be issues in any type of relationship. Okay, some shit is going to piss you off. It may be a pet peeve of yours. It's going to rub you the wrong way, but the goodness outweighs the negativity, okay? In every way. It over the goodness, the positivity, the thoroughness, the authenticity of it, it empowers wasn't the word, but it came out. It overcomes, well shit, it empowers you. But also overcomes the negativity that could try to plague the connection and negatively affect the connection. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. Now, there is an opportunity to go into business together. I would not recommend jumping into anything. Yeah. Because it's kind of like the energy of excitement and just talking about the possibilities. But when it just comes to mixing business and pleasure, just take your time. And I'm not. I have so many opinions about mixing business and pleasure. Just talk to God about it. That's the advice. Talk to the Lord about it. Now, this is your energy. Yeah, Aries. Emperor in reverse. And Seven of Pentacles upright. I hear 3LW. I'm getting real tired of your broken promises. So interesting. You may have been hearing, just as an Aries placement, just getting different messages that, oh my eyes, I don't know, but getting different messages that something is coming in, but it's kind of like the energy of when. And I feel like that's the problem. You're too focused on when. when you should be focused on healing. But when I say healing, this is, it's like be open to good experiences, like creating new, memorable, lasting good experiences with people, and not just waiting on when the fucking ball is about to drop. You have the wheel of fortune. So when the win is sometime this year, okay? If you want to know timing, the year of the 10-year is when, which we are in currently. Specifics, don't worry about that. But there are ways that you can pour into yourself in the meantime, in between time, that you are not, that you can start working on. It's kind of like whatever this is, out of sight, out of mind brings it much faster, which we know this, but yeah, you keep looking forward when you have your own garden to tend to at this time. And I know it's the whole seek and you shall find, okay, but that's the problem. You keep seeking. You don't have to seek what's already yours, okay? What's already meant for you. Ace of Swords, the truth, okay? So here, stop that. I see someone getting hit on the hand with the stop that. It's like the energy of you know better, so do better. But you just keep, what are you looking at? Hold on. It's like you're paying attention to all the wrong things. And when I say paying attention to all the wrong things, it's like when people show up in your life, it's like you look for the worst parts of them first versus the best parts of them. And that is why you keep experiencing the sun in reverse. But you have the Lovers upright on the bottom. So if you look for the best, again, the goodness overpowers. How would you feel, and you probably have experienced it, but I'm going to still ask the fucking question. How would you feel if every time you showed up in any space, in any room, you were just judged harshly and negatively and fucking profiled and shit? Okay? Without even someone taking the time to get to know you and who you are and what you're about, okay? That's not cool, okay? Treat people how you want to be fucking treated, respectfully, but real shit, all right? So again, you have work that needs to be done. And then once you handle your business, when you're not focused on it, that's when it comes in. I'm over here trying to figure out if I want some pizza or not. It's like I be wanting it, and then never mind. All right, what else for Aries? The Sun. Oh, my nose is itching. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. And then the Two of Wands. 44. Eight of Cups. Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. And then you have the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, whatever this is, you know, it's like wanting something to be easy. You want something to be easy, but yet you're very critical. You're very harsh. you want to, it's like wanting someone to be giving, but you're very stingy. There's something that you want, that you're wanting something, but at the same time you're not aligned with the energy that you want. You're not expressing it. You're not doing that. But it's like projecting that everyone else is the problem, and that's, you're the problem. This is like someone who's never healed from their hurt, their pain, their trauma, and they're still, life goes on, as we all know, but then everyone else becomes a victim of them because of that. And a lot of times, a lot of us, we operate in this energy unconsciously before we become aware. But I do feel like you are enlightened with the sun being here, and you're affirming that something is okay, and it's really not. And you have to be mindful. Your opposite is Libra. It's justice. So you will get away with it, but for so long. But you will have a lesson to learn behind that as well. Specifically because your sister sign is Libra and what Libra represents. Definitely ensure that you're balancing out spirituality and practicality, because there's an imbalance there as well. But there's definitely a need to match the vibration that you seek, that you're seeking outside of yourself. And also, it would definitely do you well if you did not, like, if you sleep with your phone in your room, like, you should put that bitch on airplane mode, turn off the Wi-Fi at night if you can. Like, there's something about electronics in your psyche. Something is, you can make money from the phone too. I don't know, but the brain, the I'm seeing brain waves, but it's like something needs a break. But it's connected to like Wi-Fi and shit. Do y'all know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm trying to say. It's the frequent, like, there's too many frequencies being intertwined at this time. So there needs to be detachment. Okay? Yeah. Oh, my nose is itching. Anything else? Yeah, something is affecting the brown, the brown. Lord God, the brain. I mean, anywho, it's the brain waves. Okay, you see this around the crown, like, let it. Yeah, I don't know, the Fool, and once you'll feel the difference when you rise the next day. Okay, I don't know, just try it out, experiment. I love a self experiment. I do. That's how I learn, to teach y'all. Okay. Judgment. You're gonna see the difference. You're gonna just you're gonna start to feel like yourself. You're gonna start to feel like yourself again. But you have 654 in reverse as well, which will go back to the 3. But it's the 6 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Pentacles. Some of you may think you need to move, you need to just do the extreme to realign, and you don't. You just like to spend money, and just be honest, okay? You like to spend money, but you don't need to. Unless the astrocartography does not align, then do what you got to do. But if there's a line astrocartography, baby, if you're like, I don't like this place, it's not feeling like a home, because you're not reflecting the energy of a home. Okay, that's why it's not feeling like a home. Close this out. Please. Muchas gracias. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. With the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant, I don't know, intuitively it's giving command peace. Which I get that, because when I started the journey of inner peace and realizing that was the root of what I needed, inner peace, it's like becoming so determined that anything that disrupts that, it has to go. So you're just very comfortable in chaos, pretty much. You're very comfortable in chaos. And the Magician spirit is saying it's time to become very comfortable in peace, very comfortable in just in flow, very comfortable in ease. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Is this the card? Hold on. There's one more message. Final message for Aries, please. Hold on. We're not ready yet. Okay. Ace of Pentacles sideways. Knight of Wands in reverse. Four of Pentacles sideways. The Moon upright. Close this out for Aries, please. Another person is not going to fill your emptiness. And a lot of you have been on that search. Like, oh, it's giving, it's either you're extremely comfortable being alone or you're extremely scared of being alone. It's one or the other. Your opposite is Libra, so again, it's extreme to extreme. But whatever the case is, your fulfillment will not come from some of y'all have, ooh, my eyes itching. But children, you have children to not be alone. That is very dangerous. That is dangerous. But so many people have done it. So many women have had children to literally not be alone. And it's 8:22. That's my mama's birthday, and so I'm about to have a conversation with her, okay? It's a dangerous codependent energy. It's a dangerous trauma bond too. If you are an Aries placement that has done that, it's such a sensitive topic. Because okay. It's giving spiritually, you need to repent, okay? It's very sensitive, I know. But you have some apologies to make too, to whoever you place this weight on. That's a weight to place on someone else. That's why, I'm very on the fence when it comes to emotional support animals. I'm very on the fence with that shit. Very. Because it's like you want an animal to absorb that negative energy but what work are you doing to transmute that at the same time? Like, are you helping the goddamn support dog? Or are you completely codependent on the support dog? I'm not judging, but again, I am on the fence. Okay. I have questions. And I be asking these questions and people just be getting mad and triggered, but this is real shit, okay? I don't know. I just help me to understand, okay? Because that's how I'm processing it. Because again, when we train, your heart is weighed against the feather, not the damn animal. Of course, the animal. God, I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right. But yeah, it's no one else's job to make you happy, to make you whole, to fulfill you, to. I hear bills, bills, bills. That's inshallah. As I look at this Ace of Pentacles, and we are, yes, our society is some transactional tricking going on, okay? But If you are grown, it is your responsibility to take care of your motherfucking self, okay? And your children if you brought them into this world, but primarily your fucking self. All right, it's like a lot of adults are operating as just children, okay? But these are just based on my observations in the world. But these are also truths that the collective and society is not willing to accept. But as long as you keep seeking outside of yourself, you will be forever searching, okay? So the Fool. Here, find yourself. Now the Ace of Pentacles is upright. Can I tell you what you need to hear? Okay. I know it's sensitive, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, but questions I asked are questions that need to be asked. Somebody got to ask them. Hold on, who did I say somebody need, it doesn't matter. We're at the end, okay? You have gentle force. Something is going to make somebody gentle. Consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. And that could be just a reflection. I know we talked about peace, but either way, you know, gentle is compassionate and gentle is attractive. And then for you, I don't know what energy is intertwining in this reading for y'all. But for the women that it's like, yes, you love someone that is rough around the edges, but if they are nice and compassionate to you, you judge them. And not every man that is connected to their femininity is fucking gay, okay? Y'all just be categorizing, okay, just fucking overly every fucking thing, okay? It's really fucking annoying. It really is. And on behalf of the masculine, although I'm a woman, but on behalf of the masculine, I see that and I don't fucking like that shit, because it's just like, you want a nigga to fucking choke your ass all the time, like you just want to be fucking smacked around and shit. Bitch, that's trauma that you need to heal, okay? Okay, yes, I'm ensuring I make eye contact, okay? Because it's not right. It's really not. Anyhow. And this ain't no Zane, okay? Romeo and Juliet. Hot sex on the planet just to make you sweat. No. I'm not talking. You get the fucking point. Don't deflect, Aries. Stop deflecting. All right. Last card. Thank you. The rainbow. Your rainbow comes after the storm, okay? Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward, okay? And then on the bottom you have the well maidens, kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. Stop misjudging people. That's the key of the message, okay? I feel like this reading has stressed me out and gave me some fucking wrinkles and some more shit. But no, that's it. I'm done. I'm tapping out for the night. I will see y'all next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday we have the Revelations reading that I was supposed to do like a month ago. But we're going to do it next Saturday. And then after that, it's time for June. Yeah. But give me like 10 minutes to post timestamps. Thank you for tapping in, Farrell. Don't be a fucking stranger. Have you enjoyed it? I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. The growth of the family. I see it all. I appreciate it all. Yes, there have been comments that I've not been responding to, okay? Don't take it personal, but you're grown, you know? But I see you. Just know that I see you. And I am about acknowledgement, okay? But besides that, I love you. I'll see you next Saturday. Happy Taurus New Moon. Pour into yourself, loving yourself. And that's all I got to say for today.